Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, Union, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz?
Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Oh, Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Happy Friday. Yes, Friday to all across the Delaware Valley. It is a Friday. It's rainy and miserable. Who cares? It's Friday. And we got a big sports weekend ahead of us. A couple stories to attack from the top yesterday. It happened while we were on the air. Ground ball, first base, and you saw it right off the jump. When Rhys goes down in a heap, he hops, he goes to the ground and writhing in pain, torn ACL surgery, a big loss for the Fightins. And I know there's a lot of people that, were, I don't know, down on Rhys and, wanted to trade him or move him and the whole thing. And you weren't going to ever do that because this was his last year and you get him at a really good number. And it's a shame because here's a right-handed power bat that, when you get someone that has that kind of true home run power from the right side, that's a big loss for the Phillies, especially when you're without Bryce for a couple months. I mean, that's another home run threat. So it's a shame because that is a big loss. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to piecemeal until you figure out, get close to the trade deadline, and you're going to look for another, my guess is you look for another right-handed power bat at some point. But you got to piecemeal. It means you're going to play maybe Castellanos hit first or a DH at times, Hall, JT, when he gets a rest behind the plate, plays a little first. I mean, they're going to try to go like that. You're going to see a lot of Sosa. The good thing about Sosa is that he's a guy that can play multiple positions. So he gives you good flexibility, and you got Cave as a possibility. You got Clemens in the outfield, so you're going to go that route. It's just a shame because you're going to miss the right-handed power of Rhys. You got to hope that the biggest thing is that Nick hits. Now I didn't want that kind of pressure on him. I thought it was great that you added Turner, and then when Bryce comes back and. He's kind of down in the pecking order of, like, you're on the hit, but the pressure, you won't feel the pressure. Well, now he's got to hit. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And he's got to hit for legitimate power because Hoskins was your big right-handed power bat. We know that JT is more of a gap hitter, right? Like, every once in a while I'll go yard, but he's more of that, gap hitter, doubles, and that's how he'll produce runs. Castellanos has to hit for home run power. And, you got to hope that Bohm's kind of recent power is in spring kind of comes along with you for the regular season and then he can hit some more home runs. I mean, he's got the big frame. He's just going to have to turn on the ball a little bit more because you do need some right-handed power. You're really left-handed heavy. Hall's going to play a lot, particularly against right-handed pitching, as you know. I'm hopeful. I sat with him for a while, and so I really like the kid, and I'm hoping that he's one of the answers, and maybe he gets more comfortable facing left-handed pitching. That's what he worked on all last year, the whole winter long. He's been working on hitting lefties, and that's going to be a big deal, because if you can get him to hit lefties, that'll be a big deal, and you'll keep an eye out on him. So big loss for the Phillies and Rhys, man. That's a shame. I'm bummed out over that. Other big piece. So Ezekiel Elliott makes news yesterday, and he says he has narrowed his choice down to 3 teams. the Eagles, the Bengals, and the Jets. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you I want no part of Ezekiel Elliott. I want no part. I think he's cooked. All right? I think he's washed. I want no part of Zeke. None. Now, I don't think the Eagles are going to sign Zeke. I don't. First of all, if you look at the report, it's half bogus anyway. That's the three teams he's interested in. I don't believe the Eagles have interest in Elliott. And in fact, I know that they have not offered a contract to Zeke. It's one thing to say I want to play for the Eagles. Another thing if the Eagles want you to play for them. And I know, and that this is a report, that the Eagles have not offered Zeke a deal. So I don't know the future, but I'm going to tell you there has not been an offer made to Elliott. I don't believe they will make an offer to Elliott. I would not make an offer to Elliott. I still like my Bijan Robinson idea. I like that a lot. I think depending on how the draft board goes, you take him at the end of the first round, and I think that is exactly the way to go. The last thing you want to get involved with is getting older, overpriced, slow. Elliott was slow to the hole, clearly. He was the second back. Pollard looked way better, way quicker, way more dangerous. And, of course, the Cowboys are going to use the tag on Pollard and let Zeke walk. I mean, that was an obvious move for Dallas. I don't know why you would want Dallas's I don't call it trash, but you get my point. I don't think you want that. And, I think he's washed. Running backs with names I stay away from. All right? This goes back to the old days of Stephen Davis and at the end against Carolina. They go off a cliff. Stay away from Zeke. Your backs need to be young, full of good tread on the tires. And that's why Bijan Robinson, to me, makes the most sense in the draft. He's an elite running back. He's a great kid. I hear amazing things about him. Just great things about Bijan Robinson. I think he fits into the Eagles culture. I think he's a legitimate number one back. And if I were Howie, I would look to move either up, back, whatever you want to do, but I want to take him in the 20s. And I take Bijan Robinson. And normally I would not look to a running back in the first round. Running backs have been devalued, as you know. I would never take a running back in the top 10, but Bijan Robinson is going to go in the 20s, and I would take him. I would take him because I think he's a great piece, a great weapon to have. He fits so perfectly with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. You now have a complete offense. Complete offense. So I'm all in on Bijan Robinson. I got 2 first-round picks. If I manipulate one of them to get back in the 20s, whatever I got to do, I'm in on that. And I'm going to slot him, again, in the 20s. I think I can make that happen. So that's the running back situation for the Birds as we reconvene Sixers tonight, who are going to be in Golden State. Harden, I'm told, will get evaluated for the Achilles today, and we'll see if he's. It's unclear whether or not he's going to play tonight. He's going to get it checked out today, and we'll find out if we get a little Harden action. We talked about it yesterday. I'm a little bummed out, only in that I wanted that 2 seed for Boston. Just really wanted the 2 seed. We'll see what happens. That's happening again. Today we'll find out if Harden's going to play a little bit later on. Sixers, 3 monster games, right? We got at Golden State tonight, then at Phoenix tomorrow night, and Monday night, and the Joker in Denver at the end of that road trip. So we got them on the table, and great basketball last night. Hopefully you watched the NCAAs last night. It was just great ball. UCLA and Gonzaga was an amazing game, like we thought. But K-State, Michigan State was the best. And every once in a while, the reason why I love the tournament, and this happened last night, is you fall in love with kids, right? And the kid Noel from Kansas State, 5'8", just a lovely kid. Man, plays with a lot of heart, a lot of flair, and he was just tremendous last night. All kinds of dimes, setting all kinds of records, assist records. He was incredible last night. Good morning, Tunis.
What's up, man? How are you today?
We doing, buddy? Been a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I don't know where you want to begin.
Wherever you want, buddy.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll go with Hoskins because that's the biggest news of the day, and it's disappointing because it's such a big piece that you have. I was driving in today, and I think it was today. I heard Johnny the K before I picked you up, and Johnny the K was talking about Rhys Hoskins and how we shouldn't be saying that like the season is over because Rhys Hoskins is out. And I don't think anybody's saying that the season is over.
Nobody saying the season's over.
But
are you serious?
But that's a huge loss. That's a guy that you could pencil in 30 home runs and 80 ribbies from the right side of the plate. A guy that is going to play you 120 plus games, and now he's going to play 0 for you. He's doing 30 home runs, 80 RBI in 120 games, right? He's not even playing a full season. Could you imagine if he did? So that's a huge loss for the Phillies, a team that, like you said, Nick Castellanos, a guy that struggled last year. In the end, we didn't really care about because they got to the World Series, even with all his struggles throughout the regular season and even in the playoffs after his couple of moments against the Braves early on in that series. That's a big piece, and we've talked about this a lot. If Bryce Harper doesn't hit that magical home run in the rain to send them to the World Series, Rhys Hoskins wins the NLCS MVP.
Yeah, he does.
Because he had, 4 home runs in that series and multiple he basically won that game by himself, the one that they were down 4-0.
That was the game we were at. In fact, I was at that game. That was the Saturday night game.
Yeah, he brings them back by himself.
It's 4-0, and he hits he had 2 home runs that game.
And so you could make the case that he's the NLCS MVP with all the issues with the glove and with all the magic behind Bryce Harper. Rhys Hoskins probably should have gotten the nod had it not been for that magical home run late in the game for Bryce. And so I can't help but go, man, this is a major loss. You got a lot of pop still on this team. This lineup is still very deep. You brought in Trey Turner, who's going to help. If you don't have Trey Turner, it's a totally different story. They're still going to be fighting for the division title. But losing Rhys Hoskins might make you a wild card team again.
I know.
Right? Because that's that big of a loss. Now, it's still a very good team. So I'm not saying season's over, right? It's still a very, very good team. But I can't help but go, all right, Derek Hall, let's see what you got. And then, okay, the Bohm, the first base thing is great. And Edmundo Sosa is a great story this year. If Sosa's playing 100 games, is he as effective as he is if he's playing 80?
It's always, when it comes to baseball, all those part-time guys you got to be careful of because that does, the more you play, the more you get exposed. I like Sosa, though.
I do, too.
He's like a Mariano Duncan type. I'll give you a name from the past where you could play multiple positions. He kind of sprays the ball around. He's just a good ball player. So that's the kind of hope. But I'm with you. I think Rhys is a big loss. It's not the end of the season because
no, it's not,
and that's silly. No, I don't think anybody was saying that, but it's a big loss. And the other issue is when it comes to the right-handed bat, the Phillies are in a situation where whatever they need come trade deadline,
they're going to go and get.
They'll get.
Yeah,
they're in World Series mode. This is what they are. What excites me about the Phillies is over the next 5 years, 7 years, whatever you want to say, you're in, we're trying to win it. And that'll happen. All right. We got lots to get to. I'll get your thoughts on Zeke coming up, all kinds of things. 610-632-0975. We'll give you an update on the bracket, the sports food bracket that's we made a lot of headway on yesterday. It's Cuz Radio with the Tunis. Park Sportsbook. Love it, love it. Let me tell you about Daniel's Plumbing. I've been talking about Daniel's Plumbing. Very excited about Daniel's Plumbing because we got an expert. We got people that you can trust, a company that's fantastic when it comes to drain cleaning, new plumbing. All right, welcome back. Cuz Radio Tunas. We got picking up the pieces, the Rhys pieces. Reese's Pieces, not good. Yes, I know. It's not good. Listen, but, you have to make do with another right-handed bat. And the good thing is there's going to be right-handed bats out there at some point during the season. In fact, VG brought up a good one to me yesterday, that C.J. Cron.
Yep.
Right? He's a big right-handed bat. So, that's kind of what you're going to be doing.
Got people tweet out, what about Hosmer? I think he's toward the end.
Yeah.
He's been gross the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think what we got to do is, listen, you got to get more of a power bat, all right? That's going to be an important thing. So there'll be guys out there. And the beauty is got flexibility first. I'm hoping that Derek Hall can – show something, be able to hit some left-handed pitching. That would be a big deal.
Well, that'll be the big one, right? We'll find that out pretty quickly, right? If he looks overmatched or not against lefties at the major league level, which we saw him have that issue last year, but we've seen some good things so far this spring. And you talked to him when we were down there in Clearwater.
He worked all winter on it, man.
Which is great.
I liked his mind. I enjoyed the I know I bring it up a lot, but I enjoyed the conversation. Because what he was trying to fix the problem and the issue with, the left hand. And the way his mind works is really interesting about trying to find that spot where he could hit a breaking ball and where the break would happen.
Right.
So he worked really hard on that using the machine off the left-handed pitch.
Yeah, and that's good. And so hopefully he can become
That's good.
It's good. I just hope that he can become close to an everyday player, or a guy that when a left-handed pitcher comes in, you don't have to completely take him out of the lineup, right? Like you don't have to pinch hit for him every time a lefty comes into the game, because you know that they're going to attack him with lefties early on if he starts against a right-handed pitcher. So we'll see. I would not be surprised if Topper goes with the platoon route, though, because that's what he did throughout the playoffs last year and toward the end of the regular season with Marsh and Vierling. He was not afraid to sit one of those guys. He did it with Sosa and Stott. Remember that during the playoffs. As great as Stott was at times, Stott was not playing against left-handed pitching in the playoffs.
Yes.
So I would not be surprised if Topper goes, you know what? I'm going to play the numbers game.
Yes.
Derek Hall will be my first baseman when there's a right-hander on the mound, and Alec Bohm will play third base. And then when there's a lefty on the mound, I'll move Bohm to first and play Sosa at third. They're going to look for reasons to play Edmundo Sosa, too.
Yes.
With the way he played this spring, and he's becoming a decent little ball player in the major leagues, they're going to find ways to play him, including the outfield. That's why they had him doing, working out in the outfield, including center field, because I'm sure that they don't know about Brandon Marsh yet against left-handed pitching.
Yeah.
Now, that's my biggest concern. Do you have two guys now in your lineup that you can't play, 30% of the time? That's my biggest concern, because Brandon Marsh showed you last year that he can't hit lefties yet.
Well, he gets overmatched by, plus fastballs.
Right. But my biggest concern is, do you now have two holes in your lineup? I
know. That's legit.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Because before, you could say what you want, but Marsh as your 9-hole hitter was fantastic. And you went 8 strong down. I mean, even Stott. Stott is going to give you professional bats against lefties. So that'll be an issue. I want to ask you about the Eagles. Let's discuss the Eagles and the story about Ezekiel Elliott narrowing his choices down to 3 teams, the Eagles, the Jets, and the Bengals. Although I'm told, I do know the Eagles have not offered Zeke a contract, and I don't think the Eagles are interested. Now, I will say this, speaking of the Eagles, Shefty had this today. The Eagles are giving Lane Johnson a 1-year, $33.45 million contract extension, including $30 million guaranteed. All right? So he's now on the contract through 26. And remember, Lane has not surrendered a sack the past 2 seasons, even playing last season with a torn abductor.
Yep.
A contract that is well done. Well-deserved.
And it's a contract that, think about it, Lane Johnson has restructured his contract a ton of times.
Yeah.
Right? And it turned into, signing bonuses and all kinds of stuff. So I think this is also kind of a thank you contract too for all that stuff and how he probably made good on a promise. And again, he also deserves it because of how talented he is. So you know, I'm happy for Lane Johnson. That's great. The Ezekiel Elliott thing. Let me get this out of the way now. And I know that you feel the same way. But before anybody goes, I bet you don't want him because he used to be on the Cowboys. Has nothing to do with that.
No, that's stupid.
No, this guy is cooked. And he's looked washed for the last couple of seasons. Tony Pollard has become their lead back. And I thought Tony Pollard became that lead back 2 seasons ago, but they were still paying Ezekiel Elliott a lot of money. I think they realized last year, okay, no, this is the guy. That's why you saw Tony Pollard, especially the second half of the season, really take off. And Zeke lost a lot of his touches. And I just think the guy's shot. I think that's it.
Dude, it's last week, maybe it was Monday, somebody brought it up. I think you were out. And I was like, dude, I wouldn't want him I wouldn't want him if he paid me. I really wouldn't. I look at that and I go, that makes no sense. He's shot. We've said it all. We've been saying it for 2 years. Why all of a sudden would you want Zeke? No, just say no. And I do believe, I'm told that they have not offered him a contract, and I don't think they will.
And
so I'm just telling you.
Nor should they, man. I mean, you look at his production, right? So in college, his last 2 years at Ohio State, 273 carries in 2014, 289 carries in 2015. He comes to the NFL, leads the league with 322 carries his rookie season, 242 the following year he was injured, then back in the lead at 304, 301, 244, 237, 231. So it's gone down since they got Pollard in there, and they showed that he could be a nice complimentary back. Dude, I don't know how much mileage he has left.
He's got nothing left. I mean, stop. It's just stupid. It's ridiculous. That's why, and again, I think the story, here's my read on the story. The whole thing's a con, all right? It's a con that comes out from Zeke's camp.
Yes.
That I've narrowed it down to 3 teams. He might have mild interest from one of the Bengals or the Jets, right? I could see this being a Jets type of move, right? He might have mild interest, and that's it. The Eagles have no interest in him. He's throwing that out there to try to drum up, this is what's going on.
You're right.
That's what that stuff is. That's nonsense.
Yeah, I have zero interest for him. You already have, 3 backs. Your power back is Kenneth Gainwell, and I know he's probably not as powerful as Ezekiel Elliott in his prime, but I saw Kenneth Gainwell play well last year. He's only a guy that's going to get 10
I still
touches,
think they need another back.
And I do too. And I think, you keep on bringing up Bijan Robinson, and if it's not him, they're going to get somebody in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got 3 backs right now.
Yep. Now, I don't know. I just think Robinson makes so much sense. So much sense. By the way, the beauty of Lane's deal, just so you know, cap-wise, is that his cap number was going to be $24 million this season. The new deal drops that number, according to Tim McManus, to $14.8 million. Mm-hmm. So Lane gets more money, and the Eagles get cap relief, and that's what's going on. I mean, it's funny because on Instagram, my man, who is it, Jamal, my boy Jamal, he said, with Lane's extension, how much money do the Eagles have to spend? And the thing with it, Hutch, is it's less about money that they have to spend, and they finagle the money, right? Like, because you're using it over a couple years. So it's not like a hard number where you're looking in your budget going, I got, $6.99 to spend this week. Like how we do it. Like you go, all right, what do I got left in my weekly budget? It's not that, because they can manipulate the cap so much, and because all this stuff. The whole point is they keep it moving. They keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and that's kind of how it works. So
yeah, that's going to work out when they need to pay Jalen Hurts a lot of money.
Right.
You need to start preparing for that. And Howie's a cap wizard. We've always talked about that. So he knows that he's got something in the works already, thinking about 2026 with Lane Johnson's contract.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's kind of where you're at right now, which is when it comes to cap, I do. I trust him implicitly.
Oh, my God, yeah.
You know, and I do. Listen, I didn't expect Howie. Like, when I saw that Zeke story, I was like, get the hell out of here. This is nonsense. And all I kept thinking is, this is not true. No way. But
yeah, it's the veteran in the NBA. I've narrowed down my choices to the Golden State Warriors with Steph and Clay and Kevin Durant, or the Heat with LeBron and D. You know what I mean? Like that's what I narrowed my choices down.
Well,
to.
good luck, because the Eagles don't want you. So that's my take on it, and I know they haven't offered a contract, and I would stay away as much as you can. All right. So this is what's going on in our Field of 64 sports food brackets. You ready? Do we have? Let me ask you a question. Do we have? We declare all the winners yesterday?
Yes.
All right. You got the results from the polls?
Yeah. Quesadilla beat the onion dip.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. This can't be true.
What?
No, this can't be true.
The pretzel lost the lead?
No, there's got to be something wrong with my computer, because somehow the kebab won. That can't be
the
true.
Kebab?
No. Hold on.
Beat the egg roll?
That didn't happen. Wow, it really did. When did that happen? Did we have bots? Because remember, there was 5 minutes left in the poll, and it was like 80%.
Wow, that is one of the greatest comebacks of all time. Are you kidding me?
No, seriously, this can't be correct.
What was the final total?
Wow, Robert checks in. He said, I saw Robert's tweet. He goes, Chunas was saying the egg roll was winning. It was. Up at there, it literally said 5 minutes left. The kebab won 31% to 39%, or 61 to 39.
Wait a second. The kebab.
There must have been something going on with my computer yesterday. The kebab blew him out. After being down big, like 80, it was 85 to 15.
Wait a second.
Vito.
No. This is it.
Look.
No, I don't believe
Look.
it. I don't believe it.
Play the music, Maddie.
Wait. There's something wrong. No, there's something wrong.
We
here.
have March Madness.
How can the egg roll lose the kebab? I mean, I got more kebab hate on social media.
61% on both devices.
There's something. You got hacked.
Dude, you saw it too yesterday,
It's
right?
ridiculous.
It was 85-15.
How many votes total?
There was almost 800.
No, dude, there's something up.
Dude, there was a bot. There's something happened, man.
Somebody
hacked. A kebab bot.
Somebody hacked it. I mean, is that possible? Can we hear for those people that had voted kebab? I was getting ridiculed for putting the kebab even in the bracket. Is that possible? The kebab? There's no way, Chunas. No way.
And Robert fouls up. He said, I knew I heard it correctly. Yeah, I said that the kebab was winning, or the egg roll was winning.
Nikki says the Dominion machine software hack.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All the other quesadilla won, chicken cutlet won, chili won.
I mean, how could the egg roll?
Ribs won.
How could the cheesesteak egg roll, the
all these stayed
regular
the same.
egg roll?
That was the only one that
could
flipped.
that lose to the kebab? There's no way. No way, right?
Dude, it flipped the whole thing. All these other polls are the exact same way.
How could that change in 5 minutes?
Dude, that flipped dramatically.
Dude, I don't know. I gotta.
No, the poll speaks. No, you can't say no. The poll speaks.
No, I don't believe your poll. I don't believe it.
Look at it.
I got hacked, dude. That's impossible. You said it.
Yeah, it was 85-15. Vito was there as my witness.
Dude, I was getting people were DMing me, ridiculing the kebab. And it switched in 5 minutes?
Dude, I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, seriously? And you're going to believe that?
Look.
Dude, there's such a thing called... You, of all people...
Are you saying somebody went to the polls and messed with the machines, Ant?
Yes, I am. Do
you want to recount the vote?
I do.
We're going to fight this for the next 4 years, Ant?
Listen to me. Put a new poll up.
We're going to speak in front of a landscaping company?
Put a new poll up. I don't believe it.
All right, I will.
It's too shady.
It's so shady.
It's too shady. Listen, I got no dog in the fight here. All right. I'm just completely surprised, and I'm trying to keep the integrity of the field together. So something's amiss here.
So I got to make this clear because the enforcer's listening. He goes, people could have purposely switched at the last minute of the poll. No, once you vote on a poll on Twitter, you can't change your vote. But Robert, again, said, I saw Kebab winning the entire time.
Really?
So maybe there was something going on with the computer.
All right, well, I think we got to just flush it
Matt,
and start afresh.
Matt Menarek makes an incredible point back at the studio. He said, look at all the other polls. They were all only an hour long. All the other polls had 300 to 400 votes. This one was close to 800. What happened? Within 5 minutes.
VG says the Russian bots went Kebab.
I think he might be right. I'll put out the poll again.
No, so here's the deal. Yes. And put out the poll.
We got voter fraud.
Yeah.
Oh
Put
my
out the
God.
poll. All right. Listen, I don't care. It's not like it's pizza and I would fight for pizza. This is the egg roll. And I love the egg roll. I'm a cheesesteak egg roll man. Buffalo chicken Chinese egg roll. I love the egg roll. Something's amiss here with the kebab. So let's put it up, and we will go for the next while. Put it up for an hour.
Put it up for an hour. Same rules.
All right.
Same rules.
And then we will do it. We will also take calls on it. I will give you an update of the field coming up next, where we stand.
Dude, this is fascinating.
Well, I wouldn't say fascinating.
No, I'm
but,
fascinated.
Yeah, well, I don't say about fascinating. You know.
This is the biggest story of the day. God bless you, Rhys, but we got voter fraud on the midday count, bro.
Yeah, well, that's not surprising. That's not. Jim for the Palm, I think Chunas was involved.
No, I had nothing to do
He's
with
not
it.
upset enough. He was talking mad bleep.
Yeah,
the
because
kebab.
it's ridiculous. I had nothing to do with this.
Charlie says,
You want answers?
eat it, Drew. The kebab rules. Wow. Dick Chunas, inside job.
Mike Tone checks in. I mailed in my vote. Did I get it yet? I've not gotten them yet.
Wow.
Mike Tone, so the votes are still being calculated.
In fact, Jim for the Broncos, you're more upset than him. I'm only upset because I don't like irregularities.
Andrew Ellis calls it Kebab Gate.
I don't like
got
irregularities.
Kebab Gate
I
here
really
on the
don't like
program.
irregularities.
Dude, this is weird, man.
So, that's what has me upset right now. Wow, this is outrageous.
But Matt made a good point. He said all the other polls had 300-400 votes less. This one all of a sudden doubles.
In 5 minutes. Somebody's hacking. Let's see.
The Kabats.
The kabats.
John Lynch
Don't
calls it.
bleep with the kabats.
Kevin String says Big Kebab didn't appreciate the slander.
Look at that. That's Kebab Marino.
Dude, this is insane.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Kebab Marino for all of your banking needs, man.
All right, so I'm telling you right now, the poll is back up. 975 middays,
All
running
right.
for an hour. Right now, 55% say egg roll to the 45% kebab.
All right, we'll let it roll, and we'll see what happens. And this will be the poll of record.
Somebody responded, bad things happen in Philadelphia.
Bad things, baby. That's the truth. All right, lots to get to. Wow, this is unbelievable. Kebab. All right. 610-632-0975. Cuz Radio Tunis. 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk money. Because, look, nowadays, it was funny, a buddy of mine, we were talking about prices. And he goes, I ordered an arugula salad, and it was like $12.95 for this salad. He goes, it's unbelievable, the price of stuff these days. Well, when it comes to your cars, we got to get to know Meineke because we got to make sure that our in this Field of 64 sports food, contest, this bracket, and I got ridiculed for putting the kebab in it as a 14 seed against the 3-seeded egg roll. Well, Judas went wild, though. We're like, who kebab? He was anti-kebab.
Who's coming over to a game to have kebabs?
Yesterday, with 5 minutes left in the show, the egg roll was rolling over the kebab. And next thing you know, kebab wins. We got way more votes. So there's already thought of voter fraud. Millie, my man Millie says, the kebab won't go away. This can't be right. The people who voted for kebabs are Folesians. Blasphemy. And then you got Samuel Cortez Guzman. Russia has hacked the poll. Hashtag kebab. Now, Matt says this. Kebab was winning the whole time. I promise you, it was an egg roll man. I was mad. At the end of the day, Andrew went through the polls at the end of the show. But that one yesterday, I was wondering why he said that. I was keeping track of all of them during the end of the show. Brian says George W. has his stake in kebabs. Hut says, will the egg roll concede defeat? No. The answer is a new poll, a new vote is underway. So please look at the new vote.
Somebody photoshopped an egg roll in front of the landscaping.
That is fabulous. I love you guys. You guys are the greatest.
That was DF.
That was a good-looking egg roll, man. DF fantastic. You're the best. That is a great, by the way, a wonderful-looking egg roll. So let me just give you the where we stand, and then we'll open up the phone lines, and we get the vault and everything else. Friday, so we're going to act stupid on Fridays like we kind of do every day. In the pizza region, we got number 1 pizza facing number 9 bruschetta. Then we have the cheesesteak nacho. Now, we did have ribs and potato chips.
Yes, that was a tight matchup.
So we got to go to the phones for that.
Why? Ribs won.
It did? What was the
54-46. The rack of ribs won.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I usually need a 10-point spread to trust. Then I usually go to a caller.
Now, the pretzel dog, remember, you gave me the nacho, and then we did a poll just for fun. It was 53% to 47% pretzel dog with the win.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you're going to go this route, these will be the matchups. Pizza versus bruschetta, cheesesteak nacho versus ribs,
dude,
tomato pie versus the crab fry, chili versus the cheese fry. Dude. Setting up a big matchup between the cheese fry and the crab fry. Oh, that's wild. Well, that could be.
Man.
All right. Then,
thank God we're at the Park Sportsbook.
Right. In the hoagie region, we got the hoagie versus the loaded tot, pizza fries versus the chicken finger, cutlet versus the winner of the egg roll kebab matchup, quesadillas versus the popper.
Dude, that's a good matchup.
It is. In the cheesesteak region, you got the cheesesteak versus the popcorn, the potato skin versus the calzone, the pretzel, the big upset off over the slider versus the pub burger. Popcorn chicken, another 10 seed versus the nachos. That's that region.
I'm going to bang my head through a wall.
What?
Nothing. No reason.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Did I give you the cheesesteak nacho or the pretzel dog? Who moved on?
You gave me cheesesteak nacho, but you said if it was more than 10% of a spread, you would have flipped it to the pretzel dog. It wasn't more than a 10%. But if you want to go based off the poll, the pretzel dog moves on. And I respect the polls.
You said the cheesesteak nacho moves on.
No, I picked the cheesesteak nacho. You said that was a Chunas matchup. You gave me choice.
And who won?
I went nacho.
Who won the poll?
It was the pretzel dog. So I'll respect the poll, and I'll let the pretzel dog move on.
We got two games in question.
Yeah. I'll let the pretzel dog move on. I have no problem with it. That's what the people said. Me personally, I go cheesesteak nacho. But I'll let the poll. Look.
All right.
It's the audience decides.
All right. So we'll do pretzel dog versus the ribs then.
I love this response from Matt at Caddyshack. Elon must be a kebabsman.
Yes. In the wing region, the wings versus gravy fries, the bacon wrapped shrimp, or the shrimp wrapped bacon, versus the mozzarella stick, the bang bang shrimp versus the boli, and Doritos somehow made it, and they faced a roast pork sandwich.
That's a good matchup.
So there it is. That's your field
and
right
here's,
now.
Look, so Anthony M. Schmall checks in. I'll take other listeners at their word, but I voted late in the poll for the egg roll, and it was 80% egg roll.
Yeah,
so why are some people seeing 80% egg roll, but now I'm seeing the kebab one?
All right, so this is what I need to do. All right, just for edification, I got to make this fair. All right, because I'm getting a lot of pushback too with the chip v rib. People think the chip should be in over the rib. So since we're going to make it, this is the poll of record today. I think you got to do.
But there was no shady movement in that one.
Yeah, should we keep the rib?
I think
I'm
the rib
wishy-washy.
wins.
Look,
dude, I love potato chips too, but it's a rack of ribs. If I were to go up to any stranger, if I walked to anybody here at the Parks Casino, I said, hey, in my left hand is a bag of chips, my right hand is a rack of ribs. Which one would you prefer? I imagine they go ribs. It is a 3v14.
Yeah, but the rib, I mean, let's face it, you're going to get dirty. And, again,
You get the crumbs on the chips.
The chip is the chip. Like, it's more popular. You can't go rib all the time.
No, you can't, but the rib won.
I think.
Dawood checks in. I don't know, Chunas. This committee seems a little shady. I thought the NCAA was bad, but geez.
Yeah, Dawood, I hear you, buddy. I know. All right. Where do we stand right now? But then we'll go to the vault. Where do we stand right now? Kebab egg roll.
All right, right now, Maddie, can we have the music? We're gonna send this to Dick Chunas, CBS Sports.
All right, Dick Chunas, what do we got?
After we redid the matchup, right now through 20 minutes, so we still have we're doing 3 periods in this roll.
Yeah.
The 3-seeded egg roll, 65% to the kebab, 35%.
All right. So there it is.
There are almost 400 votes, so we're right around the same amount of all the other ones.
All right. Well, let's see where this heads.
2 periods remain.
65% versus 35%, and I need clarification. So I need you to do 2 more polls. I'm sorry. I don't feel confident in where we stand right now. Rib versus the chip.
God.
And cheesesteak nacho versus the pretzel dog.
It's because your team lost. You're trying to help your parlay out.
I'm not doing
trying
that.
to help the parlay.
I go, VG said it's not the best food. The rib obviously is a better food, but this is the sports food. What is more of a sports food? So you got to throw it in there. I want to feel good.
All right, I'll do it again.
Listen, I just want to feel good. I need to have this correct.
The potato chip will lose in the next round anyway.
Okay, well, I agree. It's not, again, I just need to make sure we're fair. I'm about the integrity of these items. All right? I've been really, I think, I've been very clear about this and the integrity of this bracket. Open the vault. Go, Matt.
When we began opening this vault nearly 2 hours ago, we had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much.
All righty, it's time for the vault. As I put up this poll regarding the rack of ribs and potato chips, And it's up.
And the cheesesteak nacho pretzel dog.
97.5 middays.
This way, listen, that's your.
No. The pretzel dog moved on. I'm cool with the pretzel dog.
No, but it was such a wishy-washy.
No, the whole time.
I need
just
clarity.
like the
Shut up and make the
ribs.
poll. What do you think this is? What, your Congress? I'm Cuz Putin here.
Sorry, Zarkuz. I'll put it up again. We'll get the same result. All right.
That's fine. Then it's fair.
Well, what happens if it flips?
Shut up.
Let me ask you a question.
This is the poll of
record. Are we doing a
record.
series of 3?
No, this
Best
is the
of 3 series.
This is the poll of record.
Like a World Series
What
Game
happens
7?
today and the next hour is the poll of record.
Poll of reckoning, more like it.
Open the vault. Shut
The
up.
vault's open. All right, so let's
Fuck up, Tunis.
Showing, it's sad what happened with Rhys Hoskins yesterday. So I want to show some Rhys Hoskins love to start the vault. And I got some highlights from Rhys Hoskins in his career. And we'll start back in 2017 when we'll go with the first career home run from that Rhys Hoskins off of that Travis Wood.
Wow. Wow, that's bust out.
There's a high fly ball to deep left field, way back there. It is gone! The first major league home run for Rhys Hoskins, and the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. You don't think his family isn't excited about that?
The ball club, seemingly not so much with the silent treatment. Well done.
Giving some air fives to everybody.
But they are ecstatic for number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
There you go, Rhys Hoskins. What an incredible start to his career, that rookie season. And then, of course, one of his most famous moments was the NLDS and the bat spike.
Spike it.
And again, a first pitch slider would concern me a little bit throwing to Hoskins if you're thinking along the lines of Gargano and his pitcher. Fastball hit to left. It is long gone. That is how you make a statement when you've been struggling. That's how you make a statement when you had a rough play in the infield. And that is what the Phillies were looking for in the top of their order to get going.
And the kind of moment Rhys Hoskins has been dreaming of having since he put a Phillies uniform on.
I mean, that place was just shaking.
Dude,
it was just rocked.
It was the greatest. It was the greatest. But isn't it true? Could I make this statement?
Go ahead,
Smoltz, Vladimir Cuz.
Yeah.
Smoltz is the best analyst in any sport.
Wow.
I like him better than Collingsworth.
Better than Troy.
Better than Troy. I love Troy, but I think I go Smoltz. Better than any of the NBA guys.
Van Gundy.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna
Jackson.
spike Van Gundy.
I do I like that broadcast.
I love the broadcast because I love Green. I'm a Mark Jackson guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I've all the national.
Like your Billy Packers and I'm trying to think. There's some great college. Herbie in college is great.
Well, yeah.
But I think
Raph is great.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Raph, but Billy Packer who passed away.
It's a great question.
I think Smoltz is the best.
And I don't think he got enough love. I think there was a lot of people that he thought, he was rooting for the Braves a little bit too much. I never heard that.
Listen,
I didn't get that one time.
No, he doesn't do that.
I didn't get that one time. Yeah, I think you might be right. I mean,
with knowledge, like he's got great knowledge of the game.
Yeah, he was like Romo when Romo first came to the scene.
Right.
But pitching's different. You can always kind of get an idea of pitching.
And Smoltz understands everything. Like the other night when he says,
baseball wins.
Yeah,
that was a great line.
It was.
Yeah.
Dude, I think he's number one. Any analyst, John Smoltz.
He might be. I don't think you're crazy. The next round, Hoskins, this is why I keep on saying if it wasn't for Harper's magical home run, he wins the NLCS MVP. Here's that 2-home run game in Game 4.
Phillies looking for a quick response. Hoskins hammers the ball. Left center field. Rhys Hoskins, redemption again. Deja vu for Rhys Hoskins, and it's 4-2 just like that.
Well, every teammate's happier for him than they are for themselves because of what he's been through mentally.
Represents the tying run here in the 5th on a 1-1 from Manaea. He cracks one in the air, left center field, and he's done it again. Game is tied.
Well, there's that swing he's so famous for and the feeling of one can only imagine.
Dude, that sucks that he's out. That really sucks. And, I like the guy, too, so hopefully.
Yeah, I like Rhys, too.
He's one of those, when he's gone, you still root for him a little bit.
I got to tell you, I do feel, I feel bad for him. I didn't like him.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of people, there was a lot of Rhys hate, which I didn't get. Like, listen, I just did a couple bad errors. I get it. And they were.
And the cold streaks were bad, but you also got the ridiculous hot streaks. Like crazy hot streaks.
And trade him. First of all, you were never going to trade him because he was in the last year of his deal.
Right.
I'm not saying you got to re-sign him to a long-term deal, but there was no reason with a team that was going to be a World Series team.
Right.
Because now it's about trading money, trading contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not about play. Like, we're going to lose Rhys, you're going to trade it. No, you got to win, and then you just replace the salary.
Yep.
And they do it with Turner, so that's kind of what it is.
Exactly. All right, this day in history, at 1975, Ali versus Chuck Wepner.
Oh, the Bayonne leader.
Chuck Wepner is opponent from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Muhammad Ali.
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Feints the top part of his body back and slips a punch to his left. Oh, a vicious shot to the rib of Muhammad Ali, and what a surprise. Chuck Wepner gets to the body of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali actually was down, a vicious right hand thrown by Wepner. Ali is now going to have to get off his punches and start to fight. This is no joke. Ali was surprised. Ali knows he's in command. He knows he's in the lead. And again, Ali was knocked down in the 9th round. Since then, it's been no joking around for Muhammad Ali. He has tried to drop Wepner. There's a good combination. Wepner's ready to go. He's ready to go. Ali comes on. Wepner's staggering. He's out on his feet right now. There's the combination. Ali has his man in trouble. Wepner attempting to hang on viciously. He's trying to hang on. He's out on his feet. Ali puts him. A right hand off the left hook. Drops. Chuck Wepner. The count is up to 4. It's up to 5, 6, 7, 8. The referee stops the fight. It'll be scored as a technical knockout. Muhammad Ali retains a heavyweight.
How about it?
That was the Rocky story. You know that?
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, wow, that's awesome.
You didn't know that?
No.
That was basically, people think that Stallone got the idea for Rocky from that fight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? Like
Sure,
from
I'll fight the fight.
Like here he is, Wepner. They call him the Bayonne Bleeder.
Yeah.
Like that, he was that kind of guy.
That's awesome.
There was a lot of comparisons between, that whole situation.
See the beauty of the vault, the little history. Now, one more. This for our wrestling fans out there, Anthony. Today is the birthday of, I was never a big wrestling fan, but I did always like this guy. It's the Undertaker's birthday today, Ant.
Really?
Let's take a listen.
Get ready to feel the wrath of a wrestling god.
Oh, JB. What the hell?
That can only be one thing, Cole. The Undertaker's back. What the hell? The Undertaker taking the cabinet. Oh my God! The Undertaker on fire. Look at this. The Undertaker's back. Heads up. There goes Danny Basham. Kurt Angle saying, "I got the victory, Undertaker. Not you. I did." Oh wait, look at this. Oh God. Oh my God. Look at this. Undertaker. What the hell? Look at this. Sending a message to Kurt Angle. Mark Henry to his feet. No Undertaker going on a tombstone. Yeah, what the hell? Are you kidding me? A tombstone? No way. God. A tombstone power driver. And look at the look on Kurt Angle's face.
I love that people love wrestling.
Yeah.
Sometimes no way. No way.
It is awesome, though.
It is awesome watching them do it.
Yeah.
Just hearing it, you go, really?
So we're on the show, dude. We got.
That's right.
I got to tell you about this on Apple TV. We'll tell you about it coming up. In fact, we're going to have him back in. I'll tell you the whole story.
Nice.
But on Apple TV, there's a show about a real-life wrestling school. It's Cuz Radio.
We'll get back to the news desk coming up.
And we will open up the phone lines for real. 610-632-0975.
Oh, we're on the air?
Yeah, it's just you and I.
I thought we were just hanging out at the sports book, having a good time. Oh, there's a microphone in front of me.
Yeah, then no beer. Believe it. 610-632-0975. Cuz Radio Tunis 97.5 The Fanatic. Is this for me there, Tunis?
Yes, it is.
All right, let me tell you about Colonial Marble and Granite. Man, All right, let me tell you about Daniel's Plumbing. That's my man, Danny, for all your plumbing needs. The best in all of the land is Daniel's Plumbing. All right, you got new plumbing installations, maybe excavations. You're buying a house, you got plumbing lines. You make sure everything is there. You need drain cleaning. You need full sewer service. Look what's going on outside of the water, right? Anytime it rains like this and water comes up, you got, worry about floods and backups when it comes to the drains. You got to get to know Daniel's Plumbing. And in fact, I have a phone number that you got to put in your phone. It's an emergency phone number. We all need this stuff. It's the Daniel's Plumbing 24/7 hotline, 267-650-3418, 267-650-3418. Put that in your phone in case anything ever goes wrong when it comes to water in your home and whatever is going on. You just call that number. That's Danny's hotline, 24/7. Daniel's Plumbing is is just an amazing business, right? It's a family business. They are the top plumbing contractors, both Kebab Marino. All right. As Kebab Gate continues. All right. Bob, shish kebab. Where we stand right now, Tunis. Kebab versus the egg roll. And, our man Black Gritty's on the scene.
Yes.
All right. BG is on the scene. He believes that there definitely was some hanky-panky.
Yeah, and he's right because of the amount of votes that all the other polls, as Matt pointed out, all the votes that the other polls had, and then this one basically doubled it. And with 5 minutes left, it made the big switch.
Shady, Grady.
Very shady. And as BG pointed out, kebab maybe enjoyed in certain parts of the world, and maybe they saw the word kebab and
never know.
They flooded to the scenes.
It's possible.
So we'll see if it happens again today because at the CBS Sports Desk, Matt, the music. Thank you. 975 middays, 3-seated egg roll of any kind versus the 14-seated
Again, that's the cheesesteak egg roll, the pizza roll, the buffalo chicken egg roll, like in the geteggrolls.com, go geteggrolls.com, gourmet egg roll company, or the classic Chinese egg roll, which is a great item.
And I guess I should also mention that the poll today is brought to us by Marvin Cain's Heating and Air Conditioning. Marvin Cain's Heating and Air Conditioning is open and able to assist you with any emergency service and replacing needs, including installation of air scrubbers and other air quality products. Visit MarvinCans.com today. The kebab losing. It is 66% of the vote for the egg roll to just 34% for the kebab. 700 votes. So people are flooding to the polls.
All right.
As BG pointed out, sometimes, people complain about the result, but they're not even registered to vote.
Yeah, Black Gritty said it. You got to come in. If you're going to complain, you got to vote.
And you know what? The votes are coming in. The egg roll running away with it. There are 16 minutes left in the poll. And then this is ridiculous.
You just got to worry, though. Listen, until the poll closes,
you never know
what'll happen.
You never know.
Kebab Marino.
I mentioned this one. Who moves on in this matchup? Yes, we did this one yesterday, but the committee wants to do it again. Rack of ribs versus potato chip.
Yeah, you know what? And there's a lot of great points on the potato chip. It was too close. We had, again, two different victories, one on the poll and one on the phones. So this is it. This is the poll of record going on right now. Where do we stand?
About the same. Rack of ribs, 52% of the vote. Potato chip, 48%.
Oh, this is going down the wire.
Yesterday, it was 54-46. That one, plenty of time remaining. 37 minutes left. And in the pretzel dog cheesesteak nacho poll, right now, 44 minutes left. The pretzel dog does lead like it did yesterday, 52% to 48. So it's
that's
closer
close
than yesterday.
That's close.
Now,
I think the pretzel dog should roll the cheesesteak, the nachos, cheesesteak nachos. But again,
now we're going to our on-site correspondent, Haley Taylor, who's answering the phones.
Oh, really?
There are a lot of calls coming in just to go, I'm Team Kebab.
Get out of here.
So our correspondent working the phones said, but she might be getting paid off.
Haley,
I don't
trust Haley.
I don't trust Haley.
Yes.
She might be a Kebab.
She could be a double agent.
She speaks other languages.
She could be a double agent.
You never know.
I know.
I don't know if I can trust her.
What is she saying? Just that the kebab is winning?
She said that people are calling in to say kebab.
All right.
But the midday count right now, once again,
kebab means jobs.
Says the egg roll is leading.
All right. This is classic. Let's go to the phone lines, see what the people have to say. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Tommy on the text board says, sausage. Where's sausage? You could have a pretzel dog or a pretzel sausage.
Wow, dude. The D train checks in.
Really? What'd she say?
Don't trust Haley. I saw her accepting money from a guy with a kebab cart outside.
That's a possibility.
I wouldn't be surprised.
She speaks several languages.
I know.
So Haley could be a plant. You never know.
That's why we have our 8-step authentication process.
Yes.
Just log into our email.
Exactly. Avalon Brian, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Avalon Brian.
You can call me Avalon Cabrian. Dude, you got to go with the kebab. I mean, you're talking Dominion with the voting machines. I'm the Steve Bannon of kebabs. They have to take this. They are fantastic items. You can do so many different things with them. I love the egg roll. The issue with the egg roll, especially the traditional egg roll, I love a good egg roll. But it leaves you with that taste in your mouth. You can't continue enjoying the rest of the day. You got to brush your teeth afterwards. Then you want to have a beer after brushing your teeth. It just throws it all off. So I'm
really?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I never had that at all. I mean, you must get bad egg rolls.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Avalon have some bad egg rolls?
Where are you getting your egg rolls, cuz?
From the
lingering aftertaste, man.
I never had that issue.
I don't know, man. I'm going kebabs all the way. And listen, your boy, I know it's uncouth to rip other callers. Black Gritty needs a mute button. My man calls every show, every station. He calls Peter Solomon on the other station. I mean, you got to shut him down. It's too much, Black Gritty. And I love the dude, but too much.
All right, well, we'll have a talk with Black Gritty about the other shows that he frequents.
I mean, it's
just getting called out.
Black Gritty getting called out.
He's BlackGritty.com, bro.
He's sitting right over here, Black Gritty.
Oh, boy. We're starting a war. Listen, what are we going to do first base-wise for real? You know, I heard
Paul
you guys say
Bohm.
Yeah, I mean, Bohm. I mean, somebody said, would you have any interest in bringing back Babe Ruth? I would not, but he might be out there.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I don't know.
It's not. But it's not a mess because here's what you're going to wind up doing. Hall plays against righties, right? You're going to give Hall. Yep. He's got real power, so Hall plays against righties. You see if he can hit lefties. If he can't hit lefties, you got Bohm. You got Castellanos. You got DH in first base. You could make that stuff work, right? Yeah, Sosa could play third. And Bohm plays first. JT gets a break behind the plate and plays first.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to mess with Bohm, especially if he starts off strong and he's at third base. You start switching positions on him when he's getting comfortable.
Nah, he's fine. I'm not worried about that. Yeah.
All right, we'll go with it. Well, listen, keep the kebabs up and listen. Those
Now, what is your kebab of choice?
You know, I make a nice buffalo chicken kebab, to be honest.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. Then the buffalo chicken, and then you have the what? The onion, pepper.
Put an onion. You put a tomato, nice cherry tomato in there. You might put some chunks of celery. You know, there's all kinds of different things. Dress it with some blue cheese on the way out. I mean, it's delicious.
All right.
And
you're a stick man.
That's right. And listen, chips versus ribs. Dude, so I'm having a tailgate. Somebody brings a bag of chips. I think you're a freeload. You bring me some ribs, you're in.
Good point.
There you go.
That's a great point here.
Thank you, Avalon Brian.
I brought this.
All right, boys.
See you, buddy. Now, Tommy says that's Bad Grease where he's getting his egg roll.
Yeah, I've never had that. I've never had that.
And AB goes, where's he getting his egg rolls? Gas stations? What's he going? You can't go gas station egg roll.
Can I tell you a story?
You know who has an underrated egg roll?
Who?
Wawa.
Yeah, you've talked about that before.
The Wawa egg roll is an underrated egg roll.
You know what?
A tasty egg roll.
You said that once to me, and then I saw it at the Wawa, and I grabbed it, and I was like, you know what? He was right. And I had it. It was delicious. Now, real quick, I got a quick story. My parents always threw parties all the time, whether it was for families to get together or for, like, the kids. They were great, right? Great hosts, my parents.
I could see them being good hosts.
Fantastic job, right? By the way, here's a photo there. Look, I'm a kebabsman. That's
wow, look at this Bob.
I do the Bob. I love it, but it's not. I'm not like, hey, come over for the game and some kebabs.
Pepper,
onion, mushroom.
You got a shroom in there too.
Yeah, man. I love a kebab. I do a little pineapple dressing.
Yeah.
Pineapple juice dressing.
Good looking kebab,
it's great.
Now I'm a beef kebab guy.
Yeah, I'll mess around. But anyways, so speaking of the freeloader, you know, my parents never asked for anything, right? But sometimes the parents would chip in and bring a salad or a box of cookies or whatever, right? But for everybody to enjoy. This one time, somebody's mom came with one pickle.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Pickle. She brought a pickle. Because the last time we had a party, there were no pickles, and like we had like little hoagies and stuff.
Wait a second. She bought a pickle.
She brought a pickle.
A singular pickle.
As a contribution to the party.
What do you mean? Did she cut up one?
She cut it up for her and her son.
What?
Yes.
Who is this lady?
You know.
She should be outed.
One of the moms. No, I can't do that.
She's a mom. What?
I can't do that.
You bring a pickle?
Yeah, you can't bring
a pickle?
A pickle. For the whole party. Well, not for the whole party. For clearly just the two of them.
Yeah. Listen, anybody like that, all right, should be immediately ejected from the party. No, really. You
know, you're
can't
right. You
go.
Can't do that.
You come in with a pickle. I go, listen, get out. You're not invited. You're uninvited. No, seriously, you come in with a pickle? What did she do? She had a pickle in the purse?
I mean, she may have. I don't remember. My mom told me this story. I was like, excuse me? It's like if you have a party, right? Hey, I got the beer. Don't worry. But then somebody still brings the courtesy six-pack. That six-pack's not going to contribute to the whole party.
You always got to bring
something. But thank you for
something.
bringing the six-pack.
Because what it is it's a payoff.
Yeah, and so for the next time you come over, that six-pack is in the fridge.
Oh, whatever. It's not even that. It's like you're hosting. You're decide to host. You're doing you put the money out for the food, everything, whatever. So a nice contribution of a bottle is a good thing.
Yes, but a pickle.
Yeah, that lady, man. That pisses me off. Pickle in the purse. Herb, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Go, Herb.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Good, Herb. What's happening, buddy?
Well, I'd just like to give my opinion about the Rhys Hoskins situation.
Yeah, buddy.
And I would seriously consider, if I was the Phillies, Christian Walker. He's a local kid out of
I know, yeah.
Right.
Colorado. Listen, Arizona.
Right. And if you look at his statistics, very, very similar to Hoskins, if not a little better.
I mean, I don't think he's got the power that Rhys does.
He had more home runs than Hoskins last year.
Yeah, I mean, just natural raw power. I just think Hoskins got really good raw power. I like the kid. So, I think I like the kid a lot. I think, listen, I don't think you make it any kind of move now. You just got to wait and see where you're at around the deadline and see what's available. Like, let me ask you a question, Herb. Like, what if Ohtani is moved? Like, the Angels are terrible again. Ohtani gets moved. And then all of a sudden, Trout's on the table.
No, that's a different story there.
Well, that's my point. That's why you got to wait and see what happens, like around the deadline, and then you do it. But I do like Christian Walker, so I agree with you. It's good. I root for the local kids too.
Yeah, I think with the change of scenery and coming to Citizens Bank, I think he could even do more damage. But that's just
look,
my
I mean,
opinion.
Arizona's not a good power park either. The ball dies in the air condition.
That's just my opinion, and for what it's worth.
That's good. I like it. Thank you, Herb. Good stuff, buddy.
Okay.
Got a little bit of news for you.
What do we got?
Not that it's totally breaking, but I know the people complained about it outside of Philadelphia. Rob Motti saying that the Eagles' quarterback sneak push play isn't going anywhere.
Wow.
There's no rule proposal on push plays, and NFL Competition Committee Chairman Rich McKay said there's no injury data regarding it.
Really?
Yeah, so the push play going nowhere. There were a lot of complaints around the NFL saying that it's not like a real football play and blah, blah, blah. It's unfair. It's not unfair. It's just the Eagles were the first ones to do it. Fall in line. Other teams will implement it next year. You know that. But, it's not going anywhere, so it's good.
Wow. That's good news.
Damn right.
How about this? So our buddy Bob, in fact, we met him yesterday. He wound up smoking the wings. Bob, who's served in Somalia. And we appreciated Bob. We were talking about him yesterday. He goes, how about this for a house party violation? It was a pizza thing.
Okay.
All right? So a buddy of his went keto. So he just ate the cheese and the sauce off of 2 slices, but did not remove the slices from the pie.
Oh, no.
I mean, just leave it 2 nude slices.
All right.
I mean, that is terrible.
Can I look, as a former keto man, I did it for the wedding. I was part-time keto. If I wanted to treat myself, I treated myself. If I'm going to a party, a pizza party, however you want to call it, you eat the pizza. If you're going to do something psychotic like that, I will tell you are a psycho if you're doing that. Don't go at all, or bring yourself something. If you're full-on keto like that, like it's now become a religion to you, bring your own food.
Yeah.
If you're going to a pizza party, they're not going to have a keto-friendly pie for you.
I mean, that's a stone violation. And you just leave.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, here's the other thing. If you want to do it, you take the 2 slices, right? You kind of ditch the naked crust.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and
you
the
gotta
bottom.
put it in the trash.
You're right. You can't just scoop the cheese and the sauce off.
No, you can't do that.
Well, what's that about?
That's a freaking violation.
I mean, that's savagery.
Come on, man.
First of all, it's a pizza crime.
It is.
I mean, listen,
KGP will be after him.
You're not going to do it. If you want to mess around at home and, I don't know, do whatever, but you can't attack a good pizza that way.
No, especially at somebody's house. That's disrespectful.
It is.
Like, if I came to your house.
Again, I would eject. That person would be ejected. Pickle purse woman and the pizza keto guy are out.
Like, imagine if I came to your house, you made your delicious crabs and spaghetti, and I just kind of, pushed the crab to the side. That's a violation. Now, I know crab isn't for everyone.
Well,
but then you do people know that ahead of time.
Well, again, I would have something for the non-crab people.
Yes.
As the host, you just can't go one item unless it's universal, like pizza.
Yes, I agree.
All right? And the same thing, like, if you're the host and you're doing pizza, you do a plain pie.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And then you do something else, right?
Right.
Pep, mushroom, I don't like, whatever you got to do.
Right.
Sausage,
Chrissy
whatever.
doesn't eat the red meat, so.
Right. So you don't do you do one meat or 1 or 2 meats, 1 plain, 2 or more plains.
Yeah.
You give people the option, right? Whatever. If you're doing something else, like you're doing a barbecue, or I do my crabs and spaghetti, I'll go, listen, I got my crabs and spaghetti. Because some of the kids don't like the crab gravy, so I make a plain marinara for the gnocchi.
That's nice.
So a lot of the kids eat the gnocchi.
Right.
right? And then I make the crabs and spaghetti for everybody
Yeah, it's
else.
being a good host.
So that's what you got to do. But you can't be, dictating as a guest.
No, you can't do that either.
There's lots of violations, man.
Yeah, there are.
There's all kinds of people. I mean, people should be ejected from now on. I've lost patience with people. All right?
I agree.
I really have. There needs to be, we got to start getting tough love here. You know what I mean? Thank you, Kevin.
I agree.
I think we need tough love. All right. Let me give you a game to move on. So, pizza and bruschetta. Can we move pizza on?
Yeah, pizza. I didn't think bruschetta should have moved on, but I respect the opinion of whoever said that.
All right. So, pizza now moves on. And now I want to give you, can we move the cheesesteak on?
Against who?
Popcorn.
Yeah.
All right. So, cheesesteak moves on against the popcorn. Now, this is something we need to move on here. This is a great game. The potato skin versus the calzone.
It's got to be a poll.
Right?
I think calzone will win. I really do. It might not even be worth a poll, but I'll do it. What's the seeds here?
It's a 5-4.
Calzone 4 seed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4th seed calzone.
And then the looming is the pretzel versus the pub burger. Oh, that's a game. That's a match. 610-632.
We'll start that one next. But I just started the calzone v. potato skin.
All right.
And I will give you an update. We have a final in the egg roll v. kebab. It is over.
Really? Time's up?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
The one shining moment. Well, the shining moment for the egg roll is not done because they move on. They just destroyed the kebab. 68% to 32%.
Dude, what was up with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. There was something fishy about that, yeah.
So Black Gritty said, listen, the kebab is noted, especially in places like Russia.
Yes.
And is it possible that there is a bot?
That may be.
That's the Bob bot. That's Black Gritty. Always looking into these sort of things. Good to have him on the wall.
Yeah.
610-632.
You need me on that.
I said, whatever I said. 610-632-0975. It's Cuz Radio with the Tunis, hanging out on a Friday. We got TV Todd coming up and legs at some point, I think. He's been MIA today. So the kebab must have gotten him.
Maybe.
All right, so we'll find out. Maybe we'll get legs at some point. Usually get legs on Fridays. We got no quiet on the Zeke front. Do we all agree no Zeke? Just say no to Zeke.
No, I don't think everybody agrees.
Really?
Yeah, I see a lot of it. Our man Dustin in the Northeast called 3 straight days about Zeke. He's all Zeked up.
He didn't say it to me.
Sorry, the day you were out. But then I heard him the day before, too.
I don't know.
There's a lot of Zeke love out there, man.
You got to tell me what you see in Zeke. You got to tell me because I see nothing. I don't even know what you're like. Why you would even consider him? And by the way, the Eagles have not, and this is a report, have not offered him a contract. I can't believe that you would want Zeke Elliott if you watched him. What he would do here? Terrible idea. Let's talk about the Park Sportsbook, all right, because they got you covered all tournament long, but not just the tournament when it comes to Parks. They got you everything. The baseball, which begins in less than a week, which we can't wait, golf tournaments. I mean, all the NBA you can handle, like tonight's same-game parlay, Sixers, Warriors. I like a little tie, Rhys, Maxey over, whatever it's going to be for him tonight. I can totally feel that. Last night, we hit you with a 4-0 piece with the tour, including the Florida Atlantic outright over Tennessee. So, tonight's a little tougher. I like Texas. I would like Alabama. I'm a little afraid of the one dog I do like. I think I like Princeton. I think they're going to keep that game close. I like Princeton. So you can check out the Park Sportsbook. One of the things I would recommend is in-game stuff. You can get a vibe how games are going to go. Even last night, as when Gonzaga makes the run early second half against UCLA, I go, they're going to win the game. And like you could see it. And like you could jump on live in game and play Gonzaga, and you would have gotten plus money too. So check out the sports book, the Bet Park Sportsbook. It's fantastic. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, or Ohio. Got to be back. 11:53 on a rainy Friday across the Delaware Valley. So my man Danny said, what's the deal with Rhys next year? It doesn't matter. He still becomes a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's not like football where it's a 1-year prove-it deal.
No.
Right? And if he does, it'll be for $20 million. Something crazy.
Yeah, no. There's no prove-it type deals in baseball. He'll be
at his age too. Like that's a commodity that people want.
Yeah, you right-handed power guys. I mean, just power bats. Everybody's looking for power bats.
I had a guy reach out to me yesterday that was like, I hear you say that you wanted Hoskins traded years ago. You were never going to trade Hoskins. And I go, what are you talking about? This is 2018, dude. He's 25 years old. He hit 34 home runs, drove in 96 runs, 38 doubles, had an on-base of 354. You mean to tell me teams don't want that in Major League Baseball?
Of course.
And the year after that, he hits 29 home runs, drives in 85 runs, 33 doubles, led the league with walks, 116, 364 on base. That is an important piece to have.
I never, and I'll be honest, I did disagree with you.
Yes.
I did not want to trade him.
I wanted to trade him, and this is pre-Wheeler, right? I wanted an arm to go along with Aaron Nola because you had Aaron Nola and Slop.
Yeah. The problem is that when you're looking at arms, anybody that's really good, they're not trading you.
Yeah.
And that's why you either got to go free agency or develop your own young arms. I mean, that's if you want
the Phillies at the time. Didn't develop any young.
Well, that's
arms.
why you got to pay for it, and you go pay for Wheeler.
Right.
So, like when you look at certain things, Hoskins not going to get you what you think quality of arm you're going to get. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I either go when it comes to pitching in baseball, I either got to go overboard and pay them, or I got to develop, and I got to develop young talent, and that's kind of the way it is. And then you fill in the rest of your rotation with the Taijuan Walkers of the world.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
and that's what they're doing now. That's what they did, and it's great. And I'm glad that they had Rhys Hoskins for that run last year because look at some of the moments that he had. But unfortunately, he's out for this season, man, and that's a huge loss. And he'll get a contract somewhere.
Yeah,
he will. And like, what sucks is your last memory of Rhys Hoskins will be in a Phillies uniform. Will be that injury.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And the last good memory will be the World Series.
That's a shame.
NLCS, but he's probably not going to be back here next year.
No. My man Joe from the Gourmet Egg Roll Company listening to the program. And Joe, after hearing the news about the egg roll over the kebab, sends me the Rocky gift. The Rocky gift where he is up
on the
steps.
Yeah, that's great.
Arms raised in victory.
Well, yeah, they won 68% to 32%, 812 votes. So the people came to the polls
in an hour.
Yeah.
That's a monster piece.
Now, if we could get the music one more time, Maddie, for now.
What do we got?
Well, we're near. See, I love that we're doing the polls the way they're doing it because it's like the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
One game ends, another game starts.
Yeah. What do we got?
With 6 minutes left in the final half of the Ribs v. Potato Chip, 52% Ribs. 48% potato chip.
Jeez, this is just it's a 1-point game.
How about this? 13 minutes left. There's a timeout on the floor, so that's why the pretzel dog, 52% to the cheesesteak nacho, 48. So we have the same score.
Oh my God!
In 2 different games.
A 4-point spread. That could change. That's nothing.
And still late in the first half, the calzone potato skin. Calzone, 62% to the potato skin, 38.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Getting ready to tip in the cheesesteak region, the pretzel and the pub burger.
That's in South Philadelphia, the cheesesteak region.
Yes, that's in South Philadelphia. And that's the at the Wells Fargo.
And that was the 11th seeded pretzel.
Yeah.
That blew the doors off of their opponent.
Yeah, the pretzel rolled the slider.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
So now it goes from mini slider to Big Burger.
Big Burger,
All right, let's see if the Cinderella pretzel can move on.
The kid is a baller.
It is a baller. It was a smorgasbord.
All right.
This field is a smorgasbord.
We aim to please on the program, so we take a lot of people's requests, right? They have issues in their lives. So, Angelo, I want to tell you the curious case of Angelo Di Casanova.
All right.
Because I just moved to Orlando, Florida about a month ago from Cherry Hill. I'm 34 years old. I grew up cheering for all 4 teams, Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, and Flyers, and now become even a Union fan. I am 5 for 5.
Okay.
I was just listening to Johnny the K, and he said the Union play Orlando City tomorrow, and he said, man, what a stupid team name that is about Orlando. I felt some type of way about that.
Interesting.
And then it hit me, why did I get offended about an Orlando team? Is this the start of me converting to cheer for the Orlando City over the Union, or even scarier, the Magic over the Sixers?
No.
So my question to you is this. If I'm 34 years old and I plan on living in Orlando the rest of my life, and the average lifespan is, 75, 80 years old, which means I would live longer in Orlando than Philadelphia, does that give me proper protocol to start cheering for teams like the Magic over the Sixers? Or, the baseball team like the Rays are close by, or an NHL team like the Devil Rays or the Lightning? Do I cheer for Philly teams and Orlando teams, or both, or neither? I need your wisdom on this.
Can I say that I'm concerned that he's already feeling this way?
Yeah, I am too.
I think we've already lost him.
So let's tackle this. This is a tough question, all right? Because he must have truly fallen in love with the Orlando area for him to think that he's going to spend the rest of his life there.
Yeah.
And maybe he met a girl and the whole thing. So my belief system is this. I believe that once you move, and if you're going to move somewhere for good, you do have a choice to make. And it should be no choice. Like your loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, hear me out. Your loyalty as a 34-year-old male who grew up in Cherry Hill, been a Philadelphia guy your whole life, that you have to remain true and loyal to Philadelphia sports until the day you die. Now, if you want to have some sort of, affinity to the place you live, then I think it's okay to show respect to the town where you live, as long as it never usurps your Philadelphia loyalty. Like, your Philadelphia loyalty should be ironclad.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I understand that you live in Newtown, you like the town, you feel, connected to it, and I understand that that's a big part of your life now. And when it comes to sports and civic pride and the whole thing. So, to me, you could be a sympathizer, but never a true fan.
Yeah, but here's what I'm concerned about. He's got it good right now as a Philadelphia sports fan. You want to root for the Magic?
So he does not want to root for the Magic.
I know, but he's already nervous that he's going to start.
He's fearing that he's going to root for the Magic. That's the issue. He fears that he's going to root Orlando because he was upset at Johnny the K ripping Orlando this morning.
Well, he wasn't ripping Orlando itself. He was ripping the name of, Orlando City.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, what John said was irrelevant. Because all it was, he heard something and he felt a certain way.
Struck a chord, yeah.
So, am I worried about him? I am worried about him.
I'm very worried about him.
But, I mean, we have a lot of, and this is where hypocrisy comes into play. All right? Because we have a lot of people who are transplants to Philadelphia. All right? Like, Alan calls us all the time, and he's brought this up before. He's a New York guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he put aside all his New York teams to root for all Philadelphia teams. He became a Philadelphian through and through. So there is a choice to be made here by Angelo.
You better make the right one, or you're against the family. You're out.
Well, that's true.
And you're like, I'm sorry, you're dead to me.
Like, there is a choice. Like, if you choose to move here and relinquish your home teams,
you're done, man.
Then that's fine. We have to make sure we vet you, and you're not a spy. But assuming that you're on the level, you become one of us. And you now forever forget your childhood and where you grew up at. And the same goes for you leave. And if you're going to start rooting for Orlando.
Yeah, and if the Sixers win the title, I don't want you coming to Broad Street.
Then you're out.
Bottles.
Yes.
No, you're done. Look, this just seems gross to me. I get having pride of where you live, your area. That's cool. You can root for the economy of Orlando. You can root for the crime rate to go down in Orlando.
Listen, I'm going to give you.
You can root for Mickey Mouse for all I care.
Listen, I'm going to give you this. All right? I'm going to give you a choice. You can make a choice. And you could choose to be in Orlando 4 for 4, right? Because close by would be Tampa Devil Ray or the Rays.
Yeah.
Right? Close by is
not a bad squad to support.
Is the Lightning.
Not a bad squad to support.
All right? Close by the Buccaneers and the Magic. Tampa's only, a couple hours from Orlando.
Yeah.
So those would be your teams. And the bottom line is you got to make a choice. And the choice is forever. Now,
I'll be honest, I want to vet this guy now. The fact that he's already starting to feel a certain type of way.
Well, again.
He already turned his back on the family?
Listen, he needs advice. He came to me. Listen, you're making a face, but you got to give the guy credit here because he reached out and was worried.
All right.
So it's like seeing the first signs of a disease. You make sure, you go to the doctor. So he's coming to me.
Dr. Cuz.
All right? And he's
Dr.
going.
Czar Cuz, King,
and
ruler.
so what I would do is I'd have to mark you up. You got to get like ink. Keep your Philadelphia sports teams close to you.
True, man.
That's close to you.
I'm already feeling a certain type of way about this guy.
Yeah.
Again, I respect pride of where you live, but you can't all of a sudden turn your back on the family.
No. Now, again, I could I have a personal experience. I lived in Chicago. All right? I covered Michael freaking Jordan.
Yeah, he was pretty
all right?
good. Yeah.
And I could tell you that I loved Mike Jordan. I loved him. I looked up to him. I loved Jordan. All right? However, I used to bust balls to Mike and Scotty because I talked to Scottie Pippen. I talked to those guys about the Sixers. And the Sixers were horrible.
Yes.
Terrible. In the mid-'90s, they sucked. Sean Product. And I'll never forget Scott Williams. If you remember the guy named Scott Williams, the Sixers traded for him. I'm like, no, I knew the guy was hurt. They snookered him. The Bulls snookered him. He was forever hurt. His knee issues. And the Sixers traded for him. It was terrible, Scott Williams. All right? But I used to say, yo, Mike, you got her in for tonight, Sixers. And he would laugh at me, right?
Yeah, of course.
But nonetheless, this is Michael freaking Jordan.
Yeah.
All right? I didn't waver.
No,
I was in later in New York. All right? In New York. I covered the Mets and the Yankees. All right? I was in that locker room when the Mets would play the Phillies. I would go, you guys are going down. And let me tell you something. I didn't I knew a couple of dudes from the Phillies, but I didn't know a lot of the Phillies, right?
But it was hometown.
But the Met guy I traveled with, literally, I knew those dudes inside and out. But I was Phillies, all right, and the Phillies sucked in the late '90s, sucked.
Yeah.
All right, but I rooted Phillies, and I used to break balls.
As you should have. And
so
I'm proud of you.
I did not waver one iota.
Because you're a true Philadelphia sports fan. The fact that guy's already wavering, I question it.
Johnny DeKay was in Atlanta for 25 years.
Yeah.
He didn't waver.
Nope.
So
I'm already questioning this guy. I'm sorry.
But he came over here.
Yeah.
And he came over and he asked for our help. So let's discuss this. Now, I want to hear from people, in addition to everything we're talking about today, I do want to hear from those people that have come to Philadelphia from someplace else and how they handled their whole fandom.
Yeah, I always look at them weird depending on when they come over. Like if they came in 2017, all of a sudden they're Eagles fans.
No, but none of it matters, though, Tunis.
Type of way.
None of it matters because if they
got an open door policy.
But if they came here and said, I want to be a Philadelphian to the core, I welcome that.
What would be the test? To be a Philadelphian to the core, not just sports. What would you make them do?
I got to think about that. That's just something. I can't go willy-nilly. I mean, you're talking about something serious.
Yeah, we're not saying not just eat a cheesesteak. Like, no.
Nah, dude, I can't. No, stop. I love cheesesteaks better than anybody. But, we get overwrought with them.
I agree.
Yeah, and look, and we're doing the food thing now.
By the way, let's check in.
All right.
By the way, Aaron Nola was just named your opening day starter.
Really?
For the 6th straight season.
Yeah, you like that?
No. I like Aaron Nola, don't get me wrong.
But it doesn't Wheeler.
I'm a wheels up man.
That's my point.
I go wheels up.
Right?
All right, well, Aaron Nola, your opening day starter. And he will go up against Jacob deGrom, opening day in Texas.
The DeGrommer.
Yeah.
In Texas. Woo! Can't wait. That's Thursday, buddy. All right, 610-632-0975. We'll get to Billy and Doug, who's a Jacksonville man. And he wants to talk about his Philly roots.
And we do have a final in the rib.
The rib chip?
Rib chip.
What do we got?
The ribs. 4th seed.
All right.
Move on. Potato chips. Out. They crumble.
All right.
They get crushed.
All right, so the rib moves on.
And we also have a final.
For
the 2nd straight day, as I thought. The pretzel dog, 5th seed, moves on to the 12th seeded Nachos, 53-47.
All right.
Which was the exact same thing yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
All right, well, listen, don't you feel better now that we got a true victory? So this means the pretzel dog faces off against the rib.
Dude.
There you go, dude. How about it?
Tyrone goes, who wouldn't pick ribs?
I think you undervalue the chip, like with sports food. Are you high-fiving somebody that's got rib sauce?
He also said,
dripping down their hands?
He goes, how are chips a 13 seed? He did this to himself.
Oh,
Committee.
Maybe.
Hey, you going to have Powerhouse Ribs. That's a blue blood school, man.
Well, how would my boy know? My boy
That's right.
is
right.
not a meat eater.
That's why he wasn't in the committee.
610-632-0975. Cuz Radio with the Tunis hanging right here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Parks Madness is upon us. Let's talk a little Parks Madness. Let's check out the lines for tonight. Last night, we did very well last night for you guys, as it was a sweep the board moment with FAU winning outright. We love that one. The show's flying by.
It's sure. I did not realize it was
I know.
after 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Dave Dombrowski has checked in, and he said that Derek Hall will get the majority of play at first base, which I expected. I said it earlier. And then, look, you got to give him every chance to hit lefties.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see, and I'm sure they'll make a quick decision early on whether or not they're going to keep riding with them. And then there's always been the talk of moving Alec Boehm to first base. For the people that have been wanting that, right, the trade Rhys, move Boehm to first, which we heard during the season last year, you got, well, not your wish, because you obviously didn't want Rhys Hoskins getting hurt, but you might have your answer here if it does not work out for Derek Hall at first base as an everyday player. So you have options to work with, and having Edmundo Sosa helps a lot.
Yep.
Like having a role player like that who could start games for you and isn't a net negative offensively.
Yeah.
Right? We've seen that all the time. You have the bench player that he's a great fielder, but he's going to take away offensively. Or it's the opposite. The guy can mash, but he's going to kill you defensively. Edmundo Sosa is a guy that helps you both ways.
Yes.
Offense and defense. If the bat continues to play as well, as well as it is.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of baseball, Jeff Passan has posted the opening day starters so far. So we know that it's DeGrom and Nola. You got that Sandy Alcantara versus Max Scherzer. So
dude, I'm ready to geek out next week.
Valdez versus Dylan Cease. Castillo versus Bieber. I love Shane Bieber. He's good.
Dude, he's ridiculous.
He's so good.
He's ridiculous, Bieber.
And then you got Urias versus Zach Gallen. Local kid getting the opening start for the D-backs.
Zach Gallen, who when the D-backs played the Phillies, wound up at Brothers 2 Lounge.
Is that right?
And I was hanging out at his Stromboli at Brothers 2.
That's awesome.
Seeing my man Sal Dutch.
That's cool.
Which is pretty cool. He's right. All right, let's go back. Don't forget, TV Todd will join us at 1 today.
Oh, by the way, so your boy, the Crypt Keeper, Mike Florio, has tweeted out the breakdown of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's one-year contract. Remember how it was 1 year, $8 million? It's actually 1 year, $6.5 with $1.5 million in incentives. To which Jimmy Kemsky replies with, GJ only got $6.5 million plus incentives, not $8 million, making his agency's celebratory tweets even more odd. Now, I was out the day that happened.
Yeah.
When you saw that tweet from the agency, what are they doing?
Yeah, no. Listen.
That was strange, man.
It was. It was strange big time. It really was. Crypt Keeper.
Oh, no, Nelly signs with the Ravens.
Oh, really?
So, they're trying to make Lamar happy.
Yes.
So sign Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Here we go to Bill. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Billy.
Yo, what's happening, cuz?
Hi, Billy.
Hey, listen, first, I got a beef with your bracket, man.
What's up, buddy?
This bracket. You got snacks up against meals, man. It ain't right. Chips versus ribs? Come on.
Well, that's why the poll reads as follows. Who moves on in this matchup in the game day snack/meal field of 64?
It's game day. It's sports food. Because sports food, there's no limitation. You can't just pigeonhole food. It's sports.
Dude, snacks are one bracket, meals are another. If I got to eat it with a fork, it's a meal.
It doesn't matter.
Is a rib a fork? You go fork with your ribs?
It's sports. There is no dissemination.
No, it's sports. It's not sports if you put two different teams on the same field.
No, what do you want? What do you eat?
Teams play
Some days you may want ribs. Some days you may want chips. Some days you may want a bowlie. Some days you're going to do pizza. It's all the 64. So either you line up or you get the bleep out.
I'm telling you, man, you're not fair to the chip, you're not fair to the snack, and you're definitely not fair to the meal.
So it's a fair thing. Don't worry, the chip will get its participation trophy after the tournament's over.
You freaking communist bastard, you.
Before we go further on this, we got to talk about some of the abominations that are on this list. Cheesesteak nachos? This is not food. These are experiments. What are you people doing over there?
It's delicious. It's a delicious experiment. Sometimes the experiment goes well. You know, we wouldn't have electricity if they didn't experiment it with it first. Sometimes they're good.
Dog. Some of these foods are going to hurt people. You're going to hurt people with this stuff.
The pretzel? You're anti-pretzel dog?
The pretzel dog? Oh, my, unbelievable, man. I can't believe some of the things that people put in their bodies. But listen, for me...
Oh, you're anti. Good for you, Bill. Anti-pretzel dog. It's sports.
He probably laughs at Dollar Dog Night, don't you, Bill?
Oh, my God.
Dude,
no one's saying you got to live on the...
Have your Beyond Burger.
Nobody's trying to live on a diet of pretzel dogs. But, my Lord, you can't thumb your nose down at it. That's Massimo's favorite treat.
Let me tell you something, dude. My game day snacks, I pick them up in New Jersey,
celery?
and I got to show
and
my
hummus.
driver's license.
I got it.
And then I don't eat a thing during the games. I'm taking the game seriously. I'm not messing around with some Stromboli spilling all over.
No
my
one
lap.
cares.
I don't know what you people are doing.
Yeah, you're dangerously close to the outskirts of the land, and you're one of our core people.
Hey, dude, listen. What can I do in the land but tell the truth? You know,
I appreciate
what's my
that.
job in the land?
Listen, you're the ombudsman, so I appreciate that.
I want you to test the listeners on this. Next year, do you do the same bracket, or are you going to do meals and one?
No, I'm not doing. I'm not. I'm not doing your.
Because you know I'm right. Because you won't let it happen because you know I'm right.
You're not right.
A meal is not a snack. A snack is not a meal. And a Stromboli and a potato chip are completely different things.
It's sports food when you're watching a game. And by the way, you're wrong about the bowlie, too. When you whack up the bowlie into pieces, it's an easy grab while you're watching the game.
Easy grab, dude.
Yes.
What, it squish through your fingers?
What are you talking? What kind of Stromboli? You know why? Because you have had the inferior Stromboli. A true Stromboli, you whack up, they're clean, rectangular pieces of joy. And they don't pour out. You got a bad bowlie. You're a bad bowlie. You're a bad food guy. That's what I take from this conversation.
No, dude, I'm a good game guy. That's 3 hours where I'm paying attention to the television, not looking around.
I'm going to quiz you.
Okay, quiz away, brother.
So, what do you got on Rhys, babe?
What I got on Rhys? Just a big bummer, man. Just a major bummer because Rhys is a big guy. One of our best sports experiences ever in our household was my lady and I going up to Reading to see Rhys. I mean, this is 10 years ago, seeing him. And still, there was one night, went up in the summertime, and they won 10-3 against some scrub team, and him and Dylan Cousins hit 4 home runs between the two of them. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful night in a minor league ballpark. And that was one of those nights where we're like, this cat's cool. We got this guy's vibe. And so we've been following his career all along. And the thing I can say for Rhys is I'm really glad that he got that bat spike at the end of his career.
Yeah, me too. I think that's a great point.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you guys, that's obvious, right, where his story's going. He's out of here.
Yeah.
And it's a bummer, and it's a big bummer, but
well, it's also a big hole because you got a big right-handed power bat that's out of the lineup.
Yeah, no, it definitely hurts the team. Derek Hall, who knows? Let's cross our fingers. The guy's clearly got something going on. But yeah, you need culture in your team. You need anchors in your team, and he was one of those dudes, man.
Yeah,
and he was just a real easy guy to root for, and so yeah, it's one of those.
All right, my ombudsman.
Moments.
Good stuff as always, brother.
Meals. Don't forget it.
All right, buddy, take it easy. There he is, the ombudsman.
I'm disappointed in him.
Yeah, well, he was wrong with the Stromboli. Of all the things, he was wrong with the Stromboli. If you want to group the snacks together, whatever, there's not enough snacks
here's the deal.
that you're going to group together. It's just a pick.
I know a slider is an appetizer, but you would consider a slider a meal more so than a pretzel, right?
Correct.
The pretzel won.
Yeah.
So his logic is off.
Yeah.
The pretzel beat the slider. Snack v meal.
I know.
Now, by the way,
I was upset with his pretzel dog take, too.
Yeah, dude, come on.
I mean, listen, nobody's saying you got to
He's probably anti-hot dog.
I mean, listen, I get
he does the Beyond sausage.
We got to make sure that, health-wise, I get but this is just, we're not thinking about that. This is sports, this is the sports.
You know what? In spite
Roman
of it,
feast.
I'm going to get a pretzel dog somewhere today, in spite of him.
You know what's funny? Massimo had a pretzel dog yesterday.
Damn right.
All right, I gave them the treat. They had the pretzel dog and had a slice of pizza. and Moss had a pretzel dog from the Philly Pretzel Factory.
That's beautiful.
Because they're down the street from one another.
Damn right. By the way, you want to hear an ew?
Yeah, what do you got?
The Nationals have named their opening day starter. How about that Patrick Corbin?
Ew, he stinks too.
He's so bad.
Dude, he's a gas can.
Phillies were in on him. Remember that? Oh,
I didn't want nothing to do with him.
I wanted James
By the
Paxton.
way, he's going to give up 6 runs in 3 innings.
Yeah,
Who they got?
Let me see. National schedule.
Who they open with? I'm curious.
The Nationals will be going up against. No, that's still spring training. The Atlanta Braves.
That's an Acuna home run.
Oh my
God! Are
God.
you kidding me? That's an Acuna home run. Albies.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's not good. Wes, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Wes.
Yo, cuz, what's up, brother?
What's happening, my man?
Not much, man. Hey, dude. Yo, this Orlando guy, he's out. He's out, man. This guy who says I lived in St. Petersburg for a while. I dated a girl down there, and I became like a Rhys fan and Lightning, but never over Philly. Nothing ever over any Philly team.
So here's my question, because I'm excited. Like, I was pleased that he asked our opinion and he was honest, right? So that's why I don't want to excommunicate him. He's obviously asking for help.
Yeah, but in your heart, you never have to question that. That's how I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I fundamentally agree with you, but it's in my nature that he asked for help, Wes. So I want to guide him. I don't want to just, boot him. Like, I feel like, he's climbing on the ledge, and you want me to step on his fingers. I don't want to do that.
All right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're brothers here.
Yeah. You ever seen the movie Diner where the guy quizzed his girlfriend?
Yes, I love it. Yes, the Colts.
He's got to go through some quiz like that to get back.
Yes.
He wouldn't marry her if she got like 10 questions wrong or something. So maybe we'll let him back in if he goes through like the gauntlet of questions.
I love that. I like the gauntlet. I'm a big fan. I agree with you. But I think, let me ask you a question, because you're a great guy to talk to, because you did move away for a little bit.
Sure.
What did you do? Like, did you feel like all he's saying really is he heard John rip Orlando and he felt like a certain way about it? If someone ripped St. Petersburg, how did you combat that?
Oh, yeah. Being from Philly, I had their back. Like, I became a fan unless they were against Philly.
Okay.
Like, I was a big fan of the Rays, man. It was fun going in and watching an indoor game when it's 90 degrees out. It's air conditioned and everything.
Right, but you were Phillies all the way. Like, so that makes sense to me. So in your eyes, you go, I can be a sympathizer. Like, so my man Angelo can be a sympathizer. He just can't be obvious. He can't be a fan.
Yes. Like, I would never wear a Tampa shirt up here.
Correct.
But
let me ask you a question. Did you wear a Tampa shirt down there?
No, I never wore a Tampa shirt. I wear the color, but never nothing with the name on.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's strong.
Yeah. Like I said, I could never, I root for him against anybody but the Phillies or the Lightning, anybody but the Flyers. Like, I was a fan, but my true heart belongs to Philly.
I like it. There you go, brother. Thank you, Wes.
Love you guys, man.
You're the man, brother. Appreciate it.
Got a tweet here from Cole. I never messed with the cheesesteak nachos until I heard you guys last week before he came here to the Parks for the tournament. So he grabbed some at the Chickies right down here. I must say, it's a quality item. The peppers made it pop. So
really?
I converted a cheesesteak nacho fan.
Wow.
Telling you, man, it's a good item. Don't knock it till you try it.
You got to be kidding me.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I just don't see it, but,
I give it a shot. That's all.
I've tried it. It doesn't work. But listen, I'm not, listen, you like it, so I'm good. Like, I'm trying not to be the czar.
Thank you.
I'm trying. It's hard for me not to be the czar.
Oh, we need to start another game, by the way, because we need to keep it going with this format.
All right. Did you do the pretzel and the burger?
Yes, and I'll give you those results soon, but I want to get two going right now. Well, one going right now and then one soon after. So what's the next matchup you want to make?
The popcorn chicken against the nachos.
All right, what seeds? Nacho is 1 seed, right?
Nacho is a 2 seed.
Oh, 2 seed? Okay, what was the top for the 10?
Popcorn chicken was a 10.
All right, nacho. Or second seed. Second seed nacho?
Second seed nacho.
Second seeded nacho.
The burger was a 3 seed in the region.
10th seeded popcorn chicken.
All right.
All right, so that is going up on middays right now. All of our polls brought to us by Marvin Cain's Heating and Air Conditioning. So right now, the results that we have right now as we head to the CBS Sports Desk with Dick Chunis. Thank you, Brent. Who moves
That's
on?
Mr. Dick Chunis to you.
Yes, thank you. Who moves on in this matchup in the game day snack / meal field of 64? The 4th seeded Calzone. I gotta say, the potato skin is storming back.
No!
But I don't think they will have enough juice at the end here. 56.4% to 43.6.
That's a route. 56 to 43.
That's not a route piece. But
it's a cover.
5 minutes.
What are you talking about?
5 minutes left in that one, the Calzone, unless there's a potato skin bot out there.
Nah,
the Calzone.
The Calzone's got to move on.
Blackberry, do they eat potato skins in Russia? Yeah, they do?
Cal-
Oh, well, apparently they eat potato skins in Russia.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Calzone will be moving on. The 3rd seeded pub burger going up against the 11th seed pretzel of any kind. A lot of people thought that this would be a Cinderella story. Well, the clock has struck midnight. 58% go pub burger to the 42% pretzel. There are
the
23
pretzel losing
minutes left.
steam.
Yeah, 23 minutes left in that one. And we just began the poll for the 2 seed nachos.
Dude, the cheesesteak versus the calzone is a great idea.
That is a great matchup.
Now, in the other region, in the wing region, because we got to get a couple games going on in the wing region as well.
Set this one up.
All right. The wings versus the gravy fries.
Yeah. Do you even want to do this?
I don't want to. I mean,
no, move wings on.
All right. I was going to move them on, but
I don't even think the gravy fries should have won the last one.
I agree.
They're not good.
Can I tell you? I don't like gravy fries either.
Do I?
All right. But
they barely beat sushi.
Out of respect, you know what's funny? The Melrose Diner.
Okay.
The
gravy fry.
The once Melrose Diner.
Yeah, that's right.
Was big with the gravy fry.
Okay.
And I never understood the gravy fry. They would call them disco fries. They would call all this stuff. I never liked the gravy fry.
Yeah,
even today when they put the gravy fry going on with the short rib and all, you know.
I'd rather just have a plain fry.
Yeah,
that's all.
I don't like it. But anyway.
But the wing moves on. I think honestly the wing might be the one. We'll see.
Well, the wing is a 1 seed.
I know, but it might be the one. I
Number
think the
one.
wing wins.
Maybe. We'll see. Cheesesteak. I'm rooting pizza maybe.
Yeah.
Cheesesteak. It's my, again, you got the hoagie too.
That's true.
We got Philadelphia Titans that you got to slay if you're a wing.
Yeah, that's true.
And by the way, it's no, look, in that region.
Oh, that's right. That was the toughest region.
Let me give you the region. So you got wing is going to face the winner of the mozzarella stick versus shrimp wrapped in bacon.
All right. Do you want me to do that now?
Yes.
All right. What seeds are there?
5 and 4.
5th seed.
Shrimp wrapped in bacon.
That's the 5th seed.
Yeah, versus the 4th seed mozz stick.
Shrimp with bacon. 4th seed mozzarella stick. Dude.
All right. Then you got the bang bang shrimp versus the bowly. Bowly is sneaky, dude. Because I can make an argument that the bowly at the 3 seed could go toe to toe with the wing.
That's a veteran squad. Good coach, been there a long time.
Dude, the bowly's nasty. And then you got the Dorito versus the roast pork. And remember, the roast pork has made a huge statement over the last 20 years. They're like in Philadelphia, vying for a true seat at the table of the Philadelphia sandwich. Roast pork, the broccoli rabe, the sharp. I mean, the roast pork is a big item.
It is a big item.
As a
And
two-seed.
I do like the roast pork.
And it's a family thing, too. There's a lot of roast pork peeps. So that's that region. That's a nasty region.
That is a tough one.
It is wrought with potholes.
But we just, the mozzarella stick versus the shrimp wrapped with bacon just tipped off.
All right.
In Orlando.
All right, good. Orlando it is. We got lots of people.
By the way, the nacho, you might want to just call it now.
Called nacho?
I don't know. Because kebab, we called, and there was a change. It's 76-24 right now.
We're out over the popcorn chicken.
Yeah.
And by the way, I would expect that.
Yes, me too.
I mean, the nacho should. First of all, we know that the popcorn chicken should never have won, right?
Yes.
I mean, let's be real here on the popcorn chicken.
Somebody just tweeted it. Bobby Brackets, get this trash popcorn chicken out of here. It's a violation that they won round one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no good.
Mike Bennett calls out our man Bill in West Philly. Who is this guy complaining? As soon as he said a fork with ribs, he lost all credibility.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't.
A tough call for our man Bill today. Do not see eye to eye with any of his food items.
No.
And he's got a bit of an elitist quality about his food items.
Wow, hold on a sec.
What do we got? What do we got? What are you doing, man?
The elongated toilet bowl is checked in.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
So, in regards to the calzone v. potato skin, he says both of these feel like frauds.
Really?
Andrew Ellis checks in with, who the hell wants a calzone during a game? There's a lot of calzone hate. The Supreme Being checks in.
Calzone hate.
Potato skins go with the game day wing meals. No one has calzones for game day. That's a violation.
Nah.
There's a lot of calzone hate coming through right now.
Well, how come it's winning?
Well, it is winning.
So, you guys, I got to tell you, you never whacked up a calzone for a game?
I've had, yeah.
I mean, if you've never done that,
it's a great item.
I got to tell you, I got to question you guys if you've never done that. I mean, quite frankly, it's a big deal. You are supposed to, that's been in the rotation, many times.
Right.
Whacking up a calzone.
That's the school with the juniors and seniors on it.
Yeah. I'm shocked at that. But, hey, we'll see. Oh, my God. It's great.
It's March, baby.
It is March. It is all kinds of stuff happening. 610-632-0975. Cuz Radio Tunis. Let me tell you about Meineke. All right? Because, look, Meineke is vital right now to our car's performance, our car's upkeep, and we got to make sure that at this point we take good care of our vehicles, all right? Meineke. Right now, you could say, how about your semi-synthetic oil change start at $29.95. Full synthetic oil changes start at $59.95. Up to 5 quarts, standard filter plus disposal fees. And you save $10 when you spend $50 right now at Meineke. You save $20 when you spend $150. And you save $50 when you spend $4,000 or more at your local Meineke. And right now, they're offering 50% off brake pads and shoes at your local Meineke Car Care Center. So if your bad brakes are breaking your square jar record,
The Fanatic.
All right, welcome back. We are on a beautiful Friday. Doesn't matter if it's raining or misery or whatever. It's Friday. It's sports. It's Tunis. I'm Cuz ready with the Tunis. Celebrating Parks Madness. So I got a buddy of mine. All right. In fact, I tell you about him now. Dr. Andy Tunis.
Yes.
Dr. Andy is an incredible doctor. He's a dentist. And his real goal in life is to help us beat snoring, all right?
Which is big.
It really is. And he is the sleep doctor, and he's a beautiful man, and he really is. He wants to help people, and I love the guy, all right? He's been fantastic. However, he's involved in the food conversation. And Dr. Andy's happened to be off today. Dr. Andy, what do you say, brother?
How you doing, my man? It's good to be here.
So you've been pestering me about this dish, Dr. Andy, and it's against my religion.
See, that's the problem. You got the wrong religion. All right? Listen, it's all about mixing two great things together for pure, edible delights.
Damn right.
Okay?
So, tell people what one of your favorite items is.
So, right up there, top of the list, the Bake Ziti Pizza.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
It's pure bliss. You just don't know. You don't know. Okay? What I want to say to you is, you have a conversation, The Wire.
Dr. Andy.
Great show.
You do have great taste in TV, by the way.
I got great taste, period. Okay? I know what's going on. Okay? And then, Gomorrah comes out. You talk about it. It's great. What do? We listen to you. You got to listen to me. Let me return the favor. Bake Ziti Pizza is where it's at.
Listen, I love you. And
80 people just drove off the road.
When it comes to sleep and it comes to anything dentistry and all, I listen to you do anything. I would. You do have great taste in television. However, the pasta and the pizza are separate. They're supposed to be separate. It's carb on carb crime. All right? You can't go with the double starch of the pizza, and then you got the pasta. The Tunis likes it. You see, here's your problem. if the Tunis likes anything, you got to run to the other side.
No. I'm more normal. The people agree with me.
The pizza and the pasta on the top.
Yes.
He's putting ziti on pizza.
You go to
a little
my
extra
spot.
sauce, too, so it's drippy.
Yes.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Dude.
A little extra regatta. It's so good. Come on.
I'm
going to bring it to you.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
seriously.
Listen,
no,
I'll take his
it
slice.
offends me. The pizza with the pasta. I'm taking people to Naples. All right. In fact, you can still go for Philly sports trips. We're taking people to Naples. Where did I start, Tunis? The Pizza Police.
The KGP.
All right. I've started an underground movement of the Pizza Police, and we investigate crimes against pizza.
I'm thinking. I'm smelling a bet. I think a bet's coming on. I don't know
what possible. What are the outcome other than
he'll lie to you. He'll tell you he won't like it.
I would never lie to Dr. Andy. First of all, Dr. Andy would know if I'm lying. He reads you. Dr. Andy, I love you. No pizza pasta.
Listen, you're telling me as a kid, you never put the heel of an Italian bread and broke off the end and dug out the bread from the inside, put some sauce in there, and then jam it up with some spaghetti and eat a spaghetti sandwich?
No.
You don't know what you're missing.
No, I won't refuse to do that.
Stop.
Now, just the sauce in the bread, the gravy, they dip that's one thing. But never the pasta and the bread in together. No.
It's okay. I'll educate you.
No.
It's all good.
I love you, Dr. Andy. What's your website, Dr. Andy? Help people sleep.
SleepHealthyPA.com.
Thank you, Dr. Andy. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
All right?
All right.
All right. You eat too much of the pizza pasta, you're gonna snore.
Listen.
All right.
And I did the spaghetti sandwiches when I was a kid. We would go white bread. White bread spaghetti sandwich.
God, no. Stop it.
Leftovers the next day. Dude.
Making me
Come on, man. Love a spaghetti sandwich.
Where's my man?
That was the South Tunis South
Dougie's
staple.
Okay, let me get to Dougie in Jacksonville. Dougie!
Hello, cuz.
What's up, Dougie? What's happening?
So, I'm digging the conversation. Okay, so back to your question. I have been here in Jacksonville, Florida for 23 years. I am involved heavily in the disabled community, the blindness community down here, because I am totally blind as well. Yet and still, through all of what I did, and I even work. So, matter of fact, I just put my uniform. When I am not wearing my Pizza Hut uniform, I am Philly long, Philly strong. I got my Phillies hat, Phillies shirt. I got a Phillies jacket when I went up back home last year. And I got my Sixers jacket, my blue Sixers jacket.
Yes.
I don't care what they're doing. They can suck like a baby on a pacifier. I am still Philly long,
of course,
Philly strong, because we are Philly. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes. See, all those years you have remained loyal to our town, our way of life.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like
we need people like you.
I feel like a fish out of water, yet still, I'm loved here in the community. I have many friends.
I'm sure you're a good, blessed man.
And yet and still, when I go back to Philly, when I go back home, it's like, yeah. But I will represent. When I'm not wearing my uniform, I represent. Tonight, I'm wearing my Sixers hat.
That's
and
right.
My Sixers jacket, because we got the Golden State Warriors. We're revving up for these playoffs. We're going to get out of the second round, and I'm believing we're going to go all the way. Phillies, I know we got Rhys hurt, but we're going to make it do what it do. Hey, it's all about Philly.
You know what? I love you. I do. I mean that. I love that. I love how you are. And listen, I say it all the time. It's a way of life, man. When we're from here, it's part of you. It's part of who we are. It's part of our personality. It's a part of us. So thank you, my brother.
A lot of people tell me, they say, "You're so Philly." I said, "Well, hey, I'm from Philly. What do you want from me?"
Exactly.
And I'm just going to end. I'm just going to end this conversation with this. Whatever you do, I'm going to be me, no matter what. So whatever you do, be yourself, because everybody else is taken. And truth be known, I wouldn't want to be anybody else or everybody else. I'm going to be me, Doug Freshness, not Dougie Fresh, but Doug Freshness.
Love it,
That's
Doug
me.
Freshness.
In the
Love
mix.
it.
All
Thanks,
right.
Bodie. You're the
Check
man.
out.
Peace out. Doug. I love Doug. That was awesome.
Great.
That was fantastic.
All right, do you want an update as we wait for TV Todd?
Yeah, Todd's coming up. And by the way, everybody sit tight, because I see some Zeke people. We got to talk about this. I don't want you to want Zeke.
People want
please.
Zeke, man.
You don't want Zeke. Trust me. Please trust me. Go ahead.
All right, so the potato skin made one last push, but not enough. 54%. It got close. 54-46. Calzone beats the potato skin. So the calzone moves on. The pub burger holding on. Only 1 minute left, so this is going to be over. Pub burger 55% to the 45% for the pretzel. Pretzel made a nice little run.
I kind of feel bad.
Well, for the pretzel?
Yeah.
Listen, you can't feel bad.
I feel bad.
Re-votes.
No. I'm not saying that. No, listen. The burger wins fair and square. I just feel bad. It's like we lost. Like Philadelphia.
You still got hoagie and pizza.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
We're right around halftime of the nacho popcorn chicken, but
nacho running away.
Nacho running away. Nice. 75-25.
So real quick, what'd you say about the calzone?
Calzone wins 54-46. It is over.
All right. These anti-calzone.
A lot of anti-calzone. A lot.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And our last one that just got tipped off with 40 minutes left, so they just finished the first period.
Right.
The mozzarella stick just destroying.
It should.
The shrimp wrapped in bacon.
It should.
73-27.
What's up with the Bang Bang Bowling? Is that up?
We have not started that one yet.
Start it.
Right now? All right, because that'll end right around the end of the show.
I think you start two of them. I think you need to start the Bang Bang Shrimp versus the Stromboli.
All right, what seeds were these again?
This is the 6 seed Bang Bang Shrimp versus the 3 seed the Stromboli.
Third seed. All right.
And then the 7th-seeded Doritos take on the 2-seed roast pork.
7v2. All right.
All right. And that's a 7-2 matchup. All right. Let's find out what to watch this weekend. All right. In addition to all of our sports, we got our main man, Todd, TV Todd. Hello, TV Todd.
Hello, cousin the Tunis.
What do you say, buddy?
How you doing, man? I'm listening to you talk about. I'm getting hungry here.
Well, we did the bracket of sports food.
I love it. I love it.
What was your choice? Would you go pretzel dog or cheesesteak nacho?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'd go pretzel dog.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
You're right. It's just one of the. There's no right or wrong.
Yes, there is. There is definitely a right.
By the way, what was the last one? Second seeded what? What did we just put up?
The roast pork.
Roast pork and what was not
cuz.
Dorito. Look, I'm not
2
that
versus the 7.
All right.
By the way, real quick, Eagles are signing a safety, according to Ian Rappaport. They are signing Terrell Edmonds from the Steelers, former first-round pick, and they're signing Terrell Edmonds to a 1-year deal. So that's their move at safety. Okay, Todd. What do you recommend?
Oh, I got some good. I got a special project that I have to talk to you guys about. That I think I'm going to have something in this show that Tunis is going to love. But I'll get to that in a second. I would start, if I'm watching TV right now, there's a show that just started that I have to talk to you for a few minutes about. It's a show called Lucky Hank, and it's on AMC. It stars Bob Odenkirk. It's the same producers as Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Okay.
Right? But let me tell you why I'm going nuts over this show. First of all, the storyline briefly is that Bob Odenkirk is a professor at a Pennsylvania college who's having a midlife crisis. And the reason that I love this show, not only because it's great creators and it's Bob Odenkirk, and if you're a Breaking Bad or Saul fan, you got to go try this show. But I got a backstory on this one. So there's a woman in the series that plays the English professor, and she is not only a Bucks County resident, but she is a longtime friend and client of me, much more, I would say, a friend than a client. But her name is Shannon DeVito, and the story behind this is so crazy. Shannon DeVito was born with muscular spinal atrophy.
Oh, my God, Shannon. In fact, I talked to Shannon.
Yes, I introduced you to her. So she's been in a
my
wheelchair.
God, this is awesome.
She was a little kid, and the way I know her is my wife volunteered at a muscular dystrophy camp back in the day. She was her camp counselor, and this is when Shannon was younger. Shannon said, I don't really see any challenges, health challenges. I want to be a comedian, and I want to be an actress, and I want to be a singer. And at the end of the day, she actually did it. She has been on.
Oh, that's awesome.
She was on the Hulu series Difficult People, which was huge. She was on Manifest. She was on Law and Order. And now she's one of the stars in Bob Odenkirk's new series.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. What a great story.
Great story, great person, and we got to give it up for a Bucks County resident who is in this big show.
Oh, I love it. Yes, in fact, I'll get Shannon to come on. I want to celebrate her. So I want to get her on the show.
That.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That's awesome. What a great story.
She's a really great human being, and she's a great story for anyone who thinks, they can't do something or they can't make it in a field they want to make it in it that they're passionate about. She can show you that if you're a hard worker.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You can do anything.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely. So that just started. Great series. We got, for your sports fans here, we got the new Reggie Jackson documentary on Prime.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Really good one. So I didn't know. I mean, I know only about Reggie like, anybody else knows on the
Right.
surface, but it delves into, his challenges with racism, and, it's really well done.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to watching that. He was such a flamboyant character. He really was. He was an amazing guy. And he's got ties to Philadelphia, too.
What are those ties?
Yeah, he does. He's got ties, too. He lived here for a while and the whole thing. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. He really is.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So that just launched. Like, that just dropped on Amazon either yesterday or today. We got M. Night's Knock at the Cabin is now streaming on Peacock.
So he's from Abington Township.
Oh, he is?
Yep.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Yep. He's a Philadelphia guy. He went to Cheltenham. He was born in Wyncote, Cheltenham. His father was from Philadelphia. It's a great story.
Yeah.
His father was a second baseman with the Newark Eagles of the Negro League.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool. That's really cool. I don't know any of that kind of stuff about him, so I'm really excited that they did this documentary. Couple other things that are streaming, and then I gotta drop a big one on you. But Knock at the Cabin, M. Night's film is on Peacock now. Boston Strangler with Keira Knightley is a feature film about the reporters who broke the Boston Strangler case. That's on Hulu. That's cool. Everyone really seems to be
I'm
liking
in on that. Yeah.
Yes. But okay, I got to drop this one on you guys. Tunis, you're a video game guy, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Kind
Listen
of.
to this.
I'm a fake video game guy. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, I play Warzone, I play the sports. That's pretty much
legit.
It. I was a big Mario guy,
No, don't listen to him. He's legit. He's a legit video.
I don't know
like
anything
him
about
too.
this Last of Us or whatever everyone's watching.
Yeah, I mean that I have to say I watched it all the way through. I personally thought it lost a little steam, but I give it a lot of props. I haven't seen an adaptation of a video game that good, so that's good. But okay, we're going to talk the reverse now. We're going to talk about a television show going into the video game world, and I don't know why I didn't know this until just the other day, and I texted Cuz this morning. But Tunis, you ready for this one? I feel like I got one for you this time.
All right.
For the Oculus, the VR system, Peaky Blinders.
Wow, is that right?
Dude.
All right.
When you told me this, I'm getting it.
This is life-changing for you. Check it out. So you guys know this already.
Kevin, he's a big Peaky fan too.
I know. That's why I'm saying I got one for the Tunis today.
Yes.
So in
by all of the
video
Peaky
game
Blinders.
world, in the video game world, as you guys know, people write stories. They produce it like a film. So they got the real actors from Peaky Blinders. They put together a new storyline. So basically, the storyline is it's 1928. And you're basically hunting for Winston Churchill's red box, which is a briefcase containing the identities of every British agent around the globe. Wow. And you play as Tommy Shelby.
Oh, my God. Tommy Shelby!
But here's where it gets better, guys. You can just walk around and explore the gritty streets of 1920s Birmingham and London.
Dude, that is...
You're in just on that.
True. I mean...
You won't even play the game. You just want to walk around.
Dude, I cannot wait. I want to be in the pub. I got to be in the pub. I want to drink.
But you're going to have a real beer while you're in the pub.
Yes.
Yeah. You're going metaverse
Listen,
beer.
I love Peaky Blinders. This is one of my... two favorite shows I tell you about is that Gomorrah and Peaky Blinders. And I love Peaky Blinders, man. The Birmingham, England... in the early 1900s is like, with the smokestacks. I love it.
The smokestacks.
Yes.
I mean, they have from what I'm reading here, they have Cillian Murphy. They have Paul Anderson, Arthur. Like, you can You could
They
just
have
walk
Arthur?
around and play.
So Arthur was it like a cokehead, right?
Nice.
Right? And Arthur was crazy. Arthur was tough. You don't want to mess with Arthur.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
I know. This is so. I don't know if you guys have used the Oculus at all.
I have not.
My
no.
kids have it.
Yeah. So my daughter has it, and I've used it I've played the NFL game, which is really. I mean, I had to step away from it because it's too incredible. But at the end of the day, I am so in on this Peaky Blinders game now. I cannot wait to dive in.
Yes. 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 Oh, my God. That is awesome.
And the fact that it's been written, it's got a whole new storyline. It's like, you're in the middle of a whole new series.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you get Winston Churchill? You get to see Winston Churchill?
Of course. That's the whole goal here.
Oh, this is awesome. That's fantastic.
What's up, Church?
No, I'm in, man. And we're going to the pub.
Winston Justice.
Let's go. I love it. Todd. You always come up with something big. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. And then, I would love you to have Shannon on and talk about Lucky Hank.
No, I will definitely do that. Yeah.
Really great.
Any movies, real quick? Any movie that jump out that's dropping today, this weekend?
No, right now in the theaters, it's a lot of it's John Wick time and that sort of thing. There's another series I guess I should throw out there on Prime that a lot of people are writing me about. It's called Class of '07. It's an Australian series about these high school students who were there for a reunion, and there's a tsunami that wipes out the reunion, and they have to survive. And people are really
Wow.
digging this series.
Okay.
So that's Class of '07 on Prime, and some of your listeners have written me about that.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. And then next week, I got to talk to you. I have a Succession obsession. So I need to discuss it with you, okay?
Me too. I love it too, so let's talk about it.
And the new season drops next week, right?
Yeah, it starts this Sunday, I think.
All right. So we got to talk about that next week because I love that show. It's my new obsession. It's really
Me
good.
too. I'm all in on that show.
All right, Todd. We love you. Thanks for that Oculus. I'm in on Peaky.
That's awesome.
Dude, I love that show.
I know you do. You're
I do.
obsessed with it, man.
I order the Peaky Blinders. It's the greatest. It's the best.
Dude, by the way, hold on, let me just make sure it hasn't changed since Todd was on.
There's an upset brewing?
It's flipped. Okay.
All right.
Doritos was winning for a while.
Over the roast pork?
It flipped.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my.
I did it again.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah, it's another week of Todd. The ghost of TV, Todd.
We thought Todd was already off. That's awesome.
I would have, my bad.
I don't want him to hang doing nothing. All right, we got to take time out. We'll come right back. All your calls, 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. Cuz Radio with the Chuness. This right now?
Yes, sir.
97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about the Bet Parks app. Because, listen, the Parks Madness continues. The tournament continues. Let's discuss some of the games. So, last night, very good night. We had Florida Atlantic outright for you guys. The under in Florida Atlantic, Tennessee. I did not believe in Tennessee nor their offense. Gonzaga outlasted UCLA. The K-State won in overtime. I love K-State. I just like that team. I love that.
Why? Check it out now.
Welcome back. Cuz Radio Tunis. Parks Madness going on. I got a yo. Birthday yo.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We got a yo.
Yo.
Big birthday yo from my man, Vinny Panvini. Vincent turning 50
Wow,
today. The big 5-0 for Vinny, who is one of the great people. Vinny's fantastic. Got a great dude, and got a great family. His boy's a baseball player, and the whole thing over at Eustis, and fantastic guy, Vinny. So we want to wish him a happy 50th from the show. He's listening. Him and Officer, him and Vinny and the counselor, Joe Marone.
The counselor.
Yes, they were having cocktails, and I wanted to give them a big yo.
Good time for
to
that.
Vinny. Vinny's good people, man. I want to wish him a
Still haven't
happy
had a beer.
50th.
It's disappointing.
What's that?
Still haven't had a beer. It's disappointing.
I know. Tell me, but we'll have to rectify that. Angelo has checked back into the show.
All right.
Now, Angelo's our guy who was worried about Orlando and being wooed by Orlando, since now he is an Orlando resident. He said, he goes, listen, I promise I will always go with Philadelphia teams against all Florida teams. I will always cheer Philadelphia. Philadelphia is my true love. He said, I will cheer for Orlando teams because that's like kind of my new friend. But I like Marlon Brando always said in The Godfather, you can never go against the family. I never will.
Okay.
So we said, go Phillies, go Birds, go Sixers, go Flyers, go Union. All right, go Wings. Let's bleeping go with a PH.
All right. I like that.
All right.
Especially with the let's bleep and go at the end.
Yes. All right. Yes.
Good.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, I feel better now. He was making me nervous, I'll be honest.
Yes. Yes.
We might need to check in every once in a while.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
All right? Like, I agree with that. I think we got to keep an eye on him. Matt Menark, who's been our producer last couple of days, doing a great job. Want to give him a yo, too. Nice job, Matt. And Mike Vito, who has been on site with us, doing a great job as well. So, yo to Mikey. Let's go to Aaron in West Philly. Aaron, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Aaron.
Yo, man, I was about to diss the dude, man. I was about to go hard on him.
Were you? Yeah.
I was about to go hard on him. Now I can't, man. I can't.
I know. Listen, he got the message. That's all.
Yeah, he got the message, man.
You know.
We can talk other things. Like tonight, man, with the game going on tonight. Do you like the Sixers over Golden State?
I do not.
You do not?
Yeah, yes.
I see a sneaky win.
I hope. I just don't know. I mean, you're asking me from an advice standpoint. Golden State's tough at home, man.
Right,
They're tough at home. I think you got a better shot tomorrow night against Phoenix. Like, I don't think Harden's going to play both games. I would sit him and let him play tomorrow instead of tonight.
Okay, so now with the Rhys going down,
yeah.
What do we do, man? What do we do?
Well, what did you
I believe in the curse, bro. But go ahead.
What curse? What are you talking about, curse?
Man,
Javon Curse?
The
What curse?
Of Philadelphia, man. We always come up.
Talking about?
Oh, man, you got to walk me through this one day, man.
Whoa. What curse?
I believe Philadelphia has the curse on the sports team, man.
They went to 3 championships.
Just won the Super Bowl.
But they won the Super Bowl in 2000. We all know that was a gift.
Okay, well, then we can't be cursed. If that was a gift, then how's it a curse? And we just went to 3 finals in a row.
Okay, because the sports gods was looking after us during that time, in 2000.
Well, when did the curse start? Last week?
No, it started back in the 80s.
But we won
back
since
in the
then.
80s.
No.
Man, we don't win enough. We don't win enough, Ed. We don't win enough.
That's not a curse.
That's my problem. I got to walk through this, man. I'm almost 57 now. Before I go, I want to see a lot more winning. Championships, bro.
Okay.
That's all
Listen, I'm not saying that we're batting, our batting average is good in finals play and all, but, we're not cursed.
Okay.
I mean, nothing. You want to go to these a lot of towns out there that wish they had success like we do.
Detroit.
Pistons.
I know that they won, but
back in
2004,
right? I mean, before that, it was bad boys.
But you got the Tigers.
Right.
They have one blip. The Lions.
They won since the 80s.
Yeah,
Lions stink.
I got you.
Yeah, cause what's that?
Greedy Williams was a sneaky good sign.
Yes, he was.
And nobody's talking about that signing too much.
I know.
He's at LSU.
I agree.
So I hope they work that out, and they just picked up a safety, right?
Yeah. Well, they just picked up a safety, and thanks, Aaron. I'll give you some background on him. So I got my boy Joe Ben. Thanks, buddy. Terrell Edmonds is the safety. Terrell Edmonds was a former first-round pick, and my boy Joe Ben's a huge Steeler guy.
Fan, yeah.
I always tell you about that, right? Mm-hmm. So he said his report is he's a good box safety. He's not great covering. He's not a great cover safety. He's more an in-the-box kind of kid. The Steelers used him a lot like a de facto linebacker. So he's that kind of kid. He's more of a physical safety, and he's not an on-the-ball safety. So he's good against the run.
Okay.
He'll give you that. So that's the skinny on Edmonds.
Put him up in the box and run it down.
And he allowed Micah Fitzpatrick to be the guy and ball hawk.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. Well, who's the ball hawk for this team?
Well,
find that one still.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Eagles.
Yes.
Your favorite website, the 33rd Team.
Yes, I do love it.
Put out their recent mock draft. 4.2, and Stroud, Young, Levis, Will Anderson, Tyree Wilson. That's your first 5. Anthony Richardson, Broderick Jones, Christian Gonzalez. 9 to the Bears, Jalen Carter. And 10 to the Eagles, Bijan Robinson.
I don't think he's going 10. That's too high.
But they have the Eagles taking Robinson, which I know that excites you.
I love Robinson. I don't think you could take him at 10. I don't think you have to take him at 10. I just don't believe that. I love that website. It's a great website. It's a great football website. I just don't think you have to do that. You might have to trade back, but I think you could trade back and grab Bijan at 10.
And get another pick, too.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could see more of that. Uncle Frank, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Uncle Frank.
No way. Happy. Where do I want to go, Andrew? Sweet 16 Friday, squad. How's everybody?
What's up? By the way, you better kneel, Uncle Frank.
I know you're going to break my stone. I love Tennessee's length and athleticism on defense, but I know offensively. Yeah, I know. All right, but I tell you, Florida, they came out guns a blazing.
They stink. I told you they stunk yesterday.
All right.
They stink. They're not good. They had a key injury. Their offense blows. It's why I told you the under, and I know if FAU would win the game outright.
Actually, I forgot about the injury story. You know, hey, Andrew.
Hi.
I got to break his balls. The fact that I get Uncle Frank as meat is fantastic. I'm putting Uncle Frank between a roll.
Yeah.
Let's see what he be.
And I owe you a, what do you call it?
Forget about it. I just love to just bust your stones. That's all.
Sapphire. Anyway.
Sapphire, yeah. Because you wanted to go with Sapphire and tonic. I'm always down with a Sapphire and tonic. Although I got the new gin I like, the Gray Whale.
Dude. The Gray Whale. I haven't seen that anywhere.
Dude, the Gray Whale gin is unbelievable.
Oh, wow. All right. I gotta,
Trust me on the Gray Whale. Yeah.
So, Andrew, I pray the rosary so as to get my 4 minutes, and you let Todd go OT again.
No, Todd is a guest.
Oh.
Every Friday. What do you think? He's a caller? He's a guest. Listen, we love all of our callers, but Todd, I asked to call up every week. It's what he does for a living. He's a TV guy. He's a TV producer and an attorney.
I'm busting Andrew Stone. Hey, by the way, happy first birthday to Koopaloop, my man.
Thank you, Uncle Frank. He'll write a thank you note to great Uncle Frank.
I almost want to zap his ass. No, I'm not even a zapper. And I love no.
Wait a minute. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah, we're on remote. He has zapping capabilities, Uncle Frank.
So
I have the button here with me.
All right, listen. Hey, also, one more thing, Andrew. You're throwing down ZD Pizza?
Yeah, dude. You know this at this point. You shouldn't be shocked by anything that I eat.
My brother, you get he's a ZD Pizza guy.
Spaghetti
General
on
Tso's
bread.
chicken pizza, man. I'm telling you, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Spaghetti on white bread is Stone Metagon move. But anyway,
it's not about even that. It's just a horrid like pairing.
Us Lithuanians know good taste.
Yeah, it's quite evident. Mm-hmm.
Vodka, beer, and mush.
Kansas and beet chips. So,
well, you're damn right.
Kansas State, Michigan State was great theater last night. That kid, throwing dimes, all over the place.
He's awesome, right?
Tang, that Coach Tang, I mean, he can coach him up now. Where did he come from?
He's terrific.
Coach him up now.
Yeah. So I had the pretzel going in the Final Four, so my bracket's crossed.
Yeah, your bracket's busted. You did not win the $1 million bracket challenge, Uncle Frank.
Now,
let me give you a game, Uncle Frank.
All right? Give me the sound bite, Andrew. Come on.
Give me what do you want?
Hey, he's calling his shots. He wants the March Madness music.
Really?
It's a tournament.
Okay. Here you go. All right, Uncle Frank.
Here we go.
Let us go to the Hoagie region.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to give you two games.
Nice.
I'm going to give you the Hoagie versus the Loaded Tot.
Oh.
Hoagie.
That game's over at halftime.
You go Hoagie route?
Oh, wow.
All right. Now, here you go. The pizza fry versus the chicken finger.
It's got to be a poll. This is too tight of a matchup for Uncle Frank to.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, my pizza fry. I'm going finger.
I'm surprised.
You're going to go finger over pizza fry.
I mean, it is the right move.
Fry.
All right.
Odgett, Stone Odgett.
All right, thanks for the call.
All right.
Goodbye, Andrew.
All right, so the finger moves on. Are we going to allow that?
No, I still want to poll it.
You want to poll it?
Yeah, that's a good matchup right there.
It is a good matchup.
He's still on. Hey, Uncle Frank.
I feel like a guest.
Matt, hang up on him.
Jesus, he'll keep going too.
Matt, hang up on him, Matt. Give me lightning and thunder too while you're at it.
All right, can we? Jesus. I can't wait for the show to end. Can we play the March Madness music? All right, Kev, we're good, Kev. Jesus. All right, here's the matchups that we got going on right now.
Kev.
Enough. Who moves on in this matchup in the game day snack meal field of 64? The
lost control of the show.
The mozzarella stick, 72%. The shrimp with bacon, that's done.
It's toast.
Yeah, there's only 3 minutes left.
So the mozzarella
They're
stick
dribbling out the clock.
Moves on. Wow. To face the wing.
That's a titan.
That is That's a great matchup. The mozzarella stick versus the wing. Black Gritty.
It's a big match.
Sharpen your teeth.
We're in the fourth quarter now for 2 games, but these games might be ending soon. The third-seeded Stromboli, 73%.
Wow.
Over the bang shrimp.
And a Bowley banged on that shrimp.
And then finally, also in the fourth quarter, just tipping off the fourth quarter, the roast pork 2 seed taking on the Dorito. By the way, a lot of people are still confused as to why Dorito and potato chip are 2 different teams. Roast pork.
Dude, the potato chip and the Dorito are polar opposites.
In your world. The roast pork, 60% of the vote to the 40% Dorito.
69%.
So that's it.
Dude, seriously. One is a tortilla chip and the other is a potato chip.
A lot of people
they're completely different.
Well, we won't have to worry about it because they'll both be knocked out by the end of this show.
All right. God. What about arguing over crazy? It's just insane. You come in with a pickle? Oh, man, Matt.
That's awesome.
Matt.
That's good work.
Oh, my God. This is crazy. All right, let's go back to the lines. Oof. Uncle Frank wore me out today. I now know what you feel like. Kyle, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Kyle.
Yo, cuz, what's up, bro?
What's happening? What's happening, Kyle?
I met you guys down from Westchester. I'm the tag guy. I met you down Clearwater last week.
My man, what's going on, Kyle?
I'm on my way to State College to shoot some guns, and I was listening, and I had to call in. I got my 3 bullet points if I can.
Of course.
Number 1, I had Rhys Hoskins in my fantasy baseball league. I'm crushed.
Oh, dude,
I know
that
that
sucks.
a lot of people are down on him, but I really like that guy.
So
no
did
matter what.
I.
I love the Pats fan.
I agree. I agree with you, buddy.
So there. Number 2, I'm crushed that the half a Stromboli calzone beat my loaded potato skin with extra sour cream. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't even close, buddy.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was a round.
I mean, my condolences.
What's a calzone? It's like half a Stromboli.
Actually, no, it wasn't not that close. It was 54-46.
Hey, we lost by 8.
It's a good match.
You lost by 8. The calzone, but see, the calzone is a pocket, right? Like it's a different type of. Now, I do like the skin, so I hear you on the skin. My condolences to the skin.
Right. And then the Bob Odenkirk show, Lucky Hank with the woman, what's her name, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yo, she is hilarious. The show is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, she controls. I don't want to give it away. She controls the table. She's great.
I want to get her on the show, so I'm going to
thumbs up to that too.
Yeah, Peaky Rules, right? That's a great show. That was a great show. Yeah. Oh, you're the man, buddy. Great. It was great meeting you.
All right. God bless you guys.
You
Keep up
too,
the
my
work.
brother. God bless you too, buddy. Yeah,
He was good people hanging with him in Florida.
Yes, that was fun. That. I can't wait for the Phillies, man. This is a big week. Baseball.
Dude, we're 6 days away.
Baseball.
We're within a week till opening day. Nola.
You know what
Nola
sucks?
DeGrom.
I have to admit, I have a confession.
Oh, okay.
I got a confession. Sixers play Golden State tonight.
Yes.
And we'll find out a little bit about Harden because he's going to get examined. And, my kind of word that I hear is he's not playing. He won't play in both games, right? Obviously, he's got a sore Achilles, so he's not going to play back-to-back. My guess is I hope that they sit in the night and play tomorrow against Phoenix. But my hopes and dreams of the 2 seed,
I think it's going away,
are fading fast.
Yeah, look, you were not in what day
Wednesday.
was it? Wednesday. And I straight up said I would not play him on the road trip at all, James Harden. Even if it comes back, he's okay. he's so important to this team's success, right? We had the conversation on Monday. He's like the wild card, right? Like, he's the guy that scares you the most because if he doesn't perform, you know what you're going to add Joel Embiid. This is what you said.
Right.
If James Harden, if you don't get what you need from Harden, you got no shot. And Embiid could drop 50 and you're still probably going to lose the series. So you need James Harden. And that's why I'm like, you know what? Put him on ice for a little bit.
I hear you. Listen.
Got to gear him back up before the playoffs start.
It makes sense. It does. It makes sense. I feel you. It really does. It makes a lot of sense. I'm just, I wanted the 2 seed. I wanted home court against Boston.
But dude, you're still going to have Sixers Celtics second round. Like, that's going to be so much fun, man.
Dude, I'm already nervous about it. I'm serious. I'm nervous about it. In fact, I don't know if it's Kevin staring at me or the prospects of Sixers Celtics. I'm freaked out right now.
Sixers Celtics, man. It's going to be a wild second round.
But we don't have home court. I can't lose to them, Tunis. Please.
I know. It would crush you.
Dude, I will not be right for a long time if we lose to Boston again.
Yeah, because the last time you lose to Boston in the playoffs was the bubble. Ben's hurt. The time before that, it sucked, but it was the first playoff run post,
I do not want to lose.
This is different, man.
They have to beat the Celtics, dude. They got to beat the Celtics.
Yeah,
got to beat the Celtics.
Yeah, that would crush you.
It's funny. T. Will goes, you'll be right back next week when Boston loses and the Sixers shock wins on the road.
Hey, look, they've done it all year, shocking.
Listen, I'm in, man. I want the 2 seed. I'm not telling you I don't want the 2 seed. My hopes are fading. Because it is a tough 3. We got to play 3 games in 4 nights.
Yeah. And you might be
Golden State, you can give me all you want. Golden State's good at home. Phoenix, and then Monday that freaking Nuggets. I hate the Nuggets.
Have we? I haven't seen anything about Embiid yet.
The calf.
He'll probably.
He'll
probably only play 1 out of the next 2, though.
I know. I feel better about Embiid. Look at me. I feel better about Embiid.
But he's probably only playing 1 out of the next 2.
Right. Then I do Harden. Harden, the Achilles worries me a little bit. And, we got a little, that's the only thing that scares me. A little bit, Tunis. Where are we at, Matt? We got, okay, good. All right, couple things. One, going into tonight's games, let me give you real quick an update. Last night we did well in the tournament games. Tonight, here's what we got on tap. Are you watching games tonight, by the way?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't
Friday
know.
night, Tonight's the one night I kind of try to make it up late.
Oh, yeah?
It's the one night.
All right, good. Alabama, 7.5 over San Diego State.
Alabama.
I do like Alabama. If I'm going to play if you're going to play 1 seed, it would be Bama. I mean, I'm not in love with laying all those points, but I think they're a good team. Houston's laying 7.5. I don't trust them against Miami. Miami can muck it up.
Yeah, I think Houston wins the game.
Yeah, I would not lay the 7.5, Tunis.
All right.
Creighton laying 10. That's a big number to Princeton.
That's one of those. Look, you and I were on the same page with Kansas State yesterday. Now the line tells you Creighton. I might actually go with it this time. I love the story for Princeton, but
well, it's a Creighton line 10.
Well, yeah.
I think Princeton. Princeton can play with them.
I hope so. I mean, make for another good game, another good story. But I actually might take Creighton.
And the one game I like is Texas laying 4 against Xavier. I like Texas a ton.
Okay.
All right, that would be that. And then tonight I got to go Maxey over.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because with guard play, you could see where the game would be.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Especially without Harden. I would lock it in because even with Harden, he's going to play a lot of minutes.
Right.
So I would kind of lock in Harden.
I mean, that's a good
Maxey
play.
over.
Do you do potentially another Tobias points, rebounds, assists if Joe's not? I mean, we'll see about Joe's status tonight. He had a good game, Tobias.
He did play real well.
29 and 8.
He did. He played well.
He's one of these guys where we won't, applaud him when he plays well.
I can't read this on a Friday, Tunis. I just got on a text board. My man, the Ace Man, hits me with this on a Friday. Boston is kryptonite to the Sixers.
Ah, jeez.
Cannot, with a capital NOT, win a 7-game series.
Wow.
Breaks my heart as well, but believe me.
Wow. So he's already signing up.
He said, "Believe me, Ant." And I love the ace man. I can't go into a weekend with like that, Jonas. It's bad enough. We got the Rhys news.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people were talking about, they want Bohm to play first. Listen, I don't, listen, you play him there, it's fine. You got to play Hall first. Trust me.
Yeah, see if he can do it.
All right? Because if Hall can hit lefties, you got to give him every chance. Because if he can hit left-handers, that's a big deal. He's got pop. All right? You got to have more pop at first. And I think Bohm is going to wind up giving you some pop, but he's good at third. He's look how well he played after that night where, he had the errors and he said, I hate this bleeping place, and he apologized and the whole thing, and he got past it. He played a good third base.
He did, yeah. He actually played really well. Remember in the playoffs?
Yeah.
In the playoffs, he was making highlight.
He gave the good leather.
He was going up against Nolan Arenado.
Yes.
Like, in that series against the Cardinals,
He gave the good leather. He flashed leather.
Man. Yeah.
He flashed leather. So, for me, I want to keep, in a perfect world, I want Bohm at third and Hall plays first.
That would be a perfect world.
And Hall's able to give me some pop.
That would be a perfect world. We'll see. I hope so. I mean, I'm not down the kid, so we'll see.
That's what I'm oh, man. How about Nikki on a text bird? I second that vote by the ace man. What are you trying to do? Ruin my weekend?
What a way to end the week. Jeez.
I don't want to ruin that. I'm gonna not listen to me. I got my hands over my ears, and I'm not hearing you, ace man, or you, Nick, or you, Bill from West Philly, with your terrible food takes.
Well, he thinks he's hot. He's not.
How about it?
Crazy.
All right, so we have the finals are in.
Yes, the music, please, Maddie, before we get out of here.
All right, next week we will finish the tournament.
The games that are wrapping up. The mozzarella stick over 73-27.
All right, so the Mott stick moves on to play the wings.
The Stromboli with 10 minutes left. We can write it. We can call it 73-27 over the Bang Bang.
Wow, route. The Bowley with a route.
And timeout Doritos, one last effort, but I don't think they're going to get it. 60-40, roast pork in the lead.
No, pork wins. So pork, the final four in that region, wings versus mozzarella sticks, Bowley versus the pork, and then the nachos is a winner, right?
Yep.
So nachos versus burger, and the cheesesteak versus the calzone. That's that side of the bracket.
Yep.
All right?
Sweet 16 next.
All right, listen, go eat all that good food and watch games. All right, you guys deserve it. Have a great, great weekend. We love you guys, and we'll see you on Monday. Best show ever coming up next.
Fanatic Sports Update.
I'm Jennifer Scordo, and this Fanatic Update is brought to you by the Bet